Now we're definitely not
Now we're good to go?
There's not enough stalagmites here.
Oh, there will be. Okay. All right, let's do it. Hello, everyone, or no one at all. Welcome to Minor Illusion and our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign in the magical and dangerous world of Eretz Nakash. We are set to go for session 24. We are down 2 players, but they are going to be arriving soon, so we're just going to start without them. Before we do, a few words of acknowledgement. We have no sponsors, but we are thankful for and greatly appreciate, number 1, Wizards of the Coast for this amazing game. Number 2, D&D Beyond for the great digital tool that they are, which we use not exclusively, but still enjoy. Third, Sirenscape. The music and ambiance and sound effects that will be going throughout the game are provided by Sirenscape, and they have a great product. Check them out at sirenscape.com. You'll love them. We do. Finally, WizKids Minis and the Vallejo paints that I use to paint them. Our table is enhanced by both of those, so thanks to both of you. Okay.
I'd say our table's more enhanced by this paper.
Our table is also enhanced by construction paper.
Yeah, there you go.
And grid paper.
Arts and crafts.
Session 23.
With sponsor from Hobby Lobby or something.
Follow me for more expert dungeon creation.
Are you sure this isn't actually just create the whole world here?
There's actually nothing drawn underneath those. I just put them out to...
It's just a hallway that goes like this. It goes like this.
Yep.
It's a really wide hallway.
Not like this.
It's a meandering hallway that leads to one room.
This is going to be fun.
Sounds like every dungeon.
Just have to make your way through it. Okay, shall we?
One riddle at the end.
That's the final
Which
boss.
you've already failed.
Yeah.
All right. Previously in Eretz Nakash, following your battle with a band of orcs, you tried in vain to track and locate the creature that had been watching you from the Fey Forest. You did, however, have success in following the trail that the orcs had made back deeper into the forest.
At full speed.
At full speed, because we have forest as favorite terrain. But after you had traveled a mile or so into the forest depths, Morzza and Zeldreth
Dragonborns. Can't take them anywhere.
became very disoriented, and you ended up departing from the forest. After you had been out of the forest for a bit, the 2 Dragonborn finally got their wits back about them, and you resumed your path along the 4th hour. After 2 days of uneventful travel, you arrived at the Stonewater River, where you spotted a cave entrance behind an outcropping on the opposite side of the river, where the river appeared to flow into it, but not out of it. The next day you traveled south to the bridge that lies on the road to Azdaril, and returned north to the location of the cave. Securing your horses under a large copse of trees, you made your way into the cave and discovered a large chamber, mostly filled with very cold, deep water. Searching the chamber, you discovered 2 tunnels beneath the surface of the water, one with a strong current that seemed to lead back to the river, and one that ran east, away from the river. The next morning, Morzza swam his way through the 2nd tunnel, and found that it led into another pool in another chamber. You steeled yourselves for the 140 or so foot swim to the surface of the 2nd pool, and you made your way there without incident. However, when you surfaced and were climbing out of the pool, you were attacked by 3 cave-dwelling creatures which Thaèndrys knew to be dark mantles.
So you have
There were a few hairy moments. What's that?
I said also our Dragonborn didn't see those, so.
There were a few hairy moments in the battle, but in the end you were
It
victorious.
doesn't have dark vision.
And so we pick up right from there at the end of that battle. You have retrieved your drift globe, which is active right now on light. You are tired, you are wet, and you are extremely cold. And as you consider what you would like to do next, what I would like you all to do next is make Constitution saving throws.
For a cave?
Constitution.
For coldness.
Make
Oh.
Constipation saving throws.
Let's just roll my 20.
This for cold?
It is Constitution saving throw for cold. I am going to, because, yes, the cold resistance, it is mostly cold. It is also just the exhaustion of making that swim, going right into a battle, but the cold is a big part of this, so I will give you advantage.
Yes, but I'm a ranger. So.
Nice roll.
6.
Nice. I got 4.
No, 7. I got +1 to all that. I'm sure that makes a big difference.
Who's rolling for?
Oh yeah, we got to roll for these guys.
Yep.
I can roll for Daniel.
Yeah,
I'll roll for
go for it.
What is he? I'm sure you make
He
that.
gets a +6 to Constitution.
Yeah, 22. I'm sure he makes that.
That's actually crazy.
+6? Is that like a
Yeah.
racial trait or what?
Well, he's proficient in Constitution and he has a 18 in it.
Okay, so what did you get?
20.
20? Okay. And you?
Who?
Well, either one. Just give me, you can give me heads.
22
He's got
for
okay.
Zeldreth.
I got 4.
Okay.
I got
Excellent.
16.
Okay.
7.
Okay, and do we have a roll for Nick?
21.
Okay, so the 4 and the 7, the ranger and the monk, you guys have a point of exhaustion.
Can we do a short rest then or something? Like make a fire, do a short rest, and get all that back?
It is a matter of mostly you are just freezing right now.
So if we had a fire,
Yes, let's
warm up and dry out.
fire and
Well, I had pulled out the torch earlier from my bag of clothing.
Isn't that like a
so,
cantrip or something that does something like that? Like lets you warm up? I thought there was.
Yeah, but I don't have it.
Maybe it's a spell. I can't remember.
So you have well, there's a torch lit, right? Or did you put?
I
Well, no, I.
Someone
see,
lit
yeah,
a torch.
wait, no.
I think you doused it after.
After we
you
blew-
put it out once the drift globe was
Yeah,
on.
once the drift globe was up.
Well, we can easily light
Because
it again.
Nick's had dancing lights up.
Yep.
And then the drift globe went up, and then once the drift globe was up and you had actual light, you put out the torch.
Yeah, I mean, the actual thing here is, can we find something to burn?
Well, a torch would put out heat, like even just a torch.
I mean, yeah, we can definitely light it and try to warm ourselves a little bit, but it's not going to be like while lighting a fire.
Is there like sticks and stuff on the ground that we can make a fire out of, or is it completely barren in there?
Are we burn their bodies?
There,
Well,
That,
Yeah, that's a great idea.
that might be flammable.
there are no sticks in this room. There's no.
We should
You're
have put sticks in our
completely
bag of
within
holding.
a whole system of caves now and deep in because you had to swim.
Alright, I'm
down
going to swim
tunnel.
back out and grab some sticks.
However, scattered around the floor, you do see some remains. Most of them looking humanoid, but you do see some animal-looking remains.
We should
as
search their
well.
bodies.
I like this music.
Find
Do they
some
have-
sticks. Where'd my pencil go?
like ratty clothing still on them, and
Some.
so we can
Yeah,
make a little
there's
fire
some
on that.
rag. It's dirty and filthy, but there are some rags
It'll
and
burn
stuff.
quick.
So while you guys sit around
Yeah,
the fire,
you don't have like long life fuel there, but there's some things that could be set on fire.
Enough to warm up. Can someone heal me, please?
well, you want that?
We can use a charge on the staff of healing. You'll just have to note that down. But I was looking. It looks like he has damage, but I'm not sure from what.
He doesn't have damage. He's full.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't
He'll
think
be
he's
full.
doing damage.
You just said long rest.
So how do you do the? Do I need to roll something for that, or does
We'll
someone
just
need
roll.
I don't know how much is it that she gets healed.
Can you grab her book? She should have the staff of healing in there. I think it's just greater healing. I can't remember if it's.
While you're just kind of look around the bodies that are around and see if they have anything on them.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Work 20.
1 charge per spell level using Cure Wounds.
Give
Look,
me money
looking
right
around
now.
at some of them, you see. You find a pouch,
Yeah, with my price and put down.
and you find in that pouch. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, you ready?
You find 45 silver.
Are you starting a new page?
It's a new dungeon.
Oh,
I keep separate pages for each place that we
for some
start.
reason I thought you already started one. Sorry.
45 silver pieces, you say?
Yes. 12 electrum.
Okay.
24 gold.
We fought those orcs or whatever. You got stuff from them.
Did we get very much out of them?
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
a working counter right here. It's
Okay.
a separate thing.
Oh, so you're just okay. Oh, that's
It's
fine.
easier for me this way.
You bet.
You also find a silver holy symbol, which, and you're the one, you're seeing
Yeah.
very clear to you, this is a holy symbol of Bahamut.
I'll take that.
Oh, really?
You estimate it to be worth exactly 350 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Not 351?
I'm assuming that's better than mine that I already have.
Probably.
Does that affect your stats?
I don't think it does anything.
Yours would
right?
be, the one you have would be of a
the one provided.
a less
whatever they
valuable
gave.
metal. Yeah.
It doesn't. That doesn't do anything though, right? Having a different.
There's nothing magical about this. It gives
All right.
no. It gives
you said 350, right?
Yeah. It gives no aura or anything like that, but it is of fine silver, and so yeah, it has great value for that.
So what do I need to roll for the cure wounds? Does anybody
It
know?
is
I swear there's
Gonna
some
be a
spell
D-
that lets you like
a
warm
D8.
up or like something like that, but I can't figure out what it is.
You turned it real quick, but I'm pretty sure it's a D8 plus her modifier.
For what? The staff of healing?
Yeah,
For cure wounds.
Cure wounds is what it is.
Oh,
Oh, I have cure wounds.
Yeah, I just need to.
It's a D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
So do we want to use the staff then?
I also have my
What's her
Lay on
spell
hands.
That's what the
casting
staff is
modifier?
I'm saying I'm down 8.
Well, if
I'm down 8, so I could heal myself with
you have
my.
15,
the
right?
modifier
Yeah.
is
I
plus
have 20.
4.
So whatever
20
D8
points?
is plus
Yeah,
4,
I
and that's
can
my
heal.
healing.
So you can heal
If we use
yourself
it
8.
once.
Yeah, and I have 12 left. But I
I mean,
also
do whatever you
I
want.
also can neutralize a poison with 5 points. If you want to say.
So maybe save a little bit. I mean,
Yeah.
you got that's what the staff of healing is for. So just use the staff of healing.
Okay,
for
I'm
a
using that.
Yeah.
You said plus how much?
Her spellcasting is charisma, which is plus 4.
Yeah. So Nyx is using that staff of healing with plus 4 charisma modifier.
Nice.
Perfect. 12.
12.
And that's a charge.
You
For
only
that,
need
is that right?
what 13? Sorry.
You need a 12, isn't it?
I
think
reached
so.
for my
Oh,
pen.
nice.
That's always on my from this
Yeah.
side.
Yep.
Max yourself out.
I might just give myself 8 then.
Yeah, just do it then.
And then I also
That gave me an
12.
extra key point too. Crazy.
have.
Healing does?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's
I just want more key
Oh
points.
man, you tricked him.
No.
So does our warming up do anything? Or is exhaustion
It just-
reset at long
it-
rests? Or?
Exhaustion is usually a matter of taking a long rest, but in this case, I'm telling you, if you warm up, you will be able to lose your point of exhaustion.
Have we
If
warmed
you
up
want,
it?
if you want to continue on without it,
That
you'll
was
just
cure wounds, right?
suffer the effects of
Okay.
the
So you
of
use
the
one
exhaustion.
charge.
Yeah, 1 out of the 10.
Well, we want to
Yeah.
make a fire out of whatever we can around there. And
Does
warm up.
does that lamp thing that you guys have?
No,
like,
wait.
does that
You
thing
don't wanna
light
be-
on like
1 point
Peak?
exhaustion to you.
I don't want disadvantage on my initiative roll.
Is that what it is?
and
Any ability check.
yeah, so also for like your perception all that.
Yeah, any perception check.
Oh yeah, we need to warm up then.
How many charges is it? We
Well,
haven't used this on this day, right?
Wait, cast fireball on us.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4, so yeah, we definitely didn't use that many, so it's all should back. So.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
when
not-
she used it, she
I'm
used
just
2
trying to
charges.
Yeah, we
Can you
already
summon
know
a
it's
little
back.
fire?
I'm just trying to figure out how in the
What?
what in the world
Can you
is
summon a
going
little
on
fire
here.
in your hand?
I can, but it's not probably enough to warm us
You can
up.
hold fire.
I can create like a little fire. I could light a torch, basically. Or like a fire. But I can't just sit here and be like fire bending stuff. I've been watching Avatar again.
Then the Fire Nation attack.
But we have a little bit of stuff to warm up with, but I don't think it's gonna last very long.
But if we can warm up, then that's
What-
it.
The problem is, it's really just a matter of time, but the problem is, if you're exhausted, you're also, it's not just a warming up, it's like you have to dry up too, because as long as you're wearing wet clothes and stuff, your exhaustion is going to remain, because that's just,
We
Part
could.
of
I'm gonna take all my clothes off then.
There you go.
I don't need them anyway.
We could just be on the lookout for anything that's burnable, and if we find a good safe room, we just.
You know what we should do? We should put some wood in our
We can do that. We should probably
put
do
some
that.
wood in
when we
our
come back.
bag of holding. That way we can just pull it out at some point if we need it.
Alright, well if we can't get rid of our exhaustion, then let's go.
Yeah.
over time you could, because you need to dry.
We'll be on the lookout for wooden things.
So that's my point. It's not just a matter of creating some fire to warm up and that you've got to dry off too. So I'm
Yeah.
saying it's a matter of time.
Yeah, we're looking.
Do we have enough
If
stuff
you-
in there to do that?
time will dry it off. Is my point. You
Oh,
may
so let's just do a short
just narratively. I'm not saying we have to spend a bunch of time on this, but you may need to spend hours in this room.
Do we have enough to burn for hours though?
Or do we not even need the
The
fire?
clothes will dry some over time without the fire. That's my point. The fire is going to help you warm up, and it'll also help dry up the clothes.
Time.
Then let's pass time.
You can just, if you want to just say, all right, well, we're going to stay in here until clothes are dry and we're warmed up enough to continue. That's all I need to hear.
Well,
Yeah,
how long are we going to do this?
It doesn't matter.
That's only going to take a
That's
few
fine.
seconds.
Well, I'm saying if it's going to be a long rest, we can also use spells to.
Well, you
we're not
can't
doing
take
a
a
long
long rest right
Yeah, we
now.
don't have a
You
long
just
Oh, we
took a
just
long
do that,
rest.
okay.
It's morning right now. So for the sake of a clock, let's just say it's 8 o'clock. When we're starting this session, it's 8
We'll
o'clock.
use
in the morning.
so yeah, we'll just go ahead and take some time in here, a couple hours probably, and you can use your fire hands because you don't use key points. Right? It's just
Gust of wind.
Yeah, you can blow the fire out.
You can kind of, but I'm sure you could like dry clothes, right? You could take some time, dry some clothes off.
Yeah.
And then we'll use the torch also and dry the
Is
other
that
clothes
key point stuff or what? How?
No,
It's
that's
just
just a natural from my tradition.
okay.
Yeah, it's an ancient tradition.
So you guys go to
You're
the
gonna
other side of the
disrespect
room.
his ancient
I'm
tradition
gonna-
like that?
Well, far be it from me.
Dry my
to
clothes on.
disrespect
I'm drying my
someone's-
clothes behind this.
I say let's wait 12 hours.
How long is
and then
this?
take a long rest and then start.
How
fresh
long
the
is
next
this
day.
short rest?
an hour.
So if we're doing this, I want to take a short rest so I can recover my breath weapon or my breath back.
Okay. That's fine. Oh, you don't need hit points.
No,
I was gonna say if you're gonna do that, have Nick.
I guess it's
song
true.
rest.
I could have waited and taken the thing or whatever.
Yeah,
That's fine. It will take long enough to do a short rest for sure. So
Okay, and then instead of using my lame hands, I would want to have done that.
watch the cord.
Can I do what? Oh, you can.
I can just heal with. We can just heal with the hit dice instead. Is that fine
short
if I
rest?
instead of using my thing, I just
Yes.
take it?
Yes.
just
I'm not gonna
Yep. That's fine. Is the door shut?
Yeah,
Okay.
I almost fell down
Exactly.
too.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, you both have died.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'll just leave then.
All right. let's
Okay.
just-
So if that's what you're doing, the time that passes is basically the morning passes away to get
4 hours.
I'm taking
to
a short
dry
rest.
off. You guys swam 140 feet through this thing. You're soaked to the bone. It takes clothes a while to dry. I'm probably being generous
We're
with
using
4
a lot of
hours.
fire, but okay.
That's true.
We literally have a firebender.
That's true. Okay, I'll cut it in half. 10 o'clock.
I can be fire too.
Oh yeah, he's using his breath weapon on our clothes.
Yeah.
gone.
Well, they're ashes, but they're dry.
You're welcome.
All right.
Nice. Your character
Shall we
did
start
not suffer
exploring
from
this
any
area right
actions.
here?
I rolled a
Yeah.
20.
Or do we want to look over here for secrets?
We can do a quick look around the room.
So just to make it clear, those that had exhaustion don't have exhaustion now, and everyone is warmed up.
I can now roll once.
We used
And
one
not
charge
twice.
of the staff, and I made the thing for your staff way easier to understand than what you had there. So you're welcome.
We use one charge off the staff.
Okay.
And you healed the maximum.
So, what would you like to do?
I think we want to swim back through the.
We take a
tunnel.
quick look around the room. I mean, I know like this would be part of our rest area time, but like making sure there's nothing else above us, and also just taking a quick search around the outside.
Group perception check.
I rolled that 20.
Ready? I'm about to
Oh,
roll 20.
my God.
Are you kidding me? You hit it.
You rolled it into my hand.
All right,
Look what I would have done.
16.
I'm 6.
19.
8.
7.
You terrible.
Not very good. I
That's
saw a
all
lot of things though.
Okay. Remind me what you were looking for.
Everything.
Just secrets.
Checking
whatever.
the ceiling,
Yeah.
checking around the outside of the room.
You got yourselves here a natural cavern that looks like it's had very little done to it.
We didn't find the portal to the dragon.
Does this look? Is this like a road?
No. So that is an area where the pool is like level with the ground, except that the ground falls away a little bit there, and where it is lapped up, so it goes downhill towards
It's just
that
water.
opening. Water has lapped over there over time as the level has risen and fallen, and so it's a little bit wet as it goes.
All right. Well, let's just start down the pathway then.
March in order. I'll go in front, checking for traps.
No, I'll go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
somebody
join you
stick.
in front.
Yeah, so you can
Anyone
just
else?
run away.
Anyone else
Yeah,
in front?
exactly.
Are you in front too?
Oh,
Yeah,
is your
yeah,
stick,
that's
can you
assisting
stick
it.
also
Isn't
transform
that
into a
those
flying
in the
ship?
middle, us in the back?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So.
Oh, I
what-
picked up my magic arrows, by the way.
Marching order is just set
These
up the
two?
marching order.
Taèlios and Zeldreth.
These two, then us in the back.
You can't just move this.
You don't move in my stalagmites.
I'm an earthbender too.
Okay.
And who's I don't know.
That's fine. Just who's next?
Nyx and Thaèndrys, and then Morzza and myself in
Okay,
the back.
well, they're all
We're standing in the
They're all
way
ready.
swimming in
Gonna
it.
dry off. Okay, so peel up that next page.
The entire page.
Here we go.
Just carefully.
Whoa, what a
Just flip it
slide.
over.
It looks like a hallway.
you can,
Oh
that's
my
fine.
god.
Wow, the water goes that far?
Holy cow.
Yes, it's a cavern that
I'm dead.
that just kind of these are just figure about every checkerboard every other square kind of a thing, roughly. Just the point being there are stalagmites and tights here, so I can't really get these to hover in midair, but you've got this thing going on. In this
We don't have daylight on, by the way.
I
And
know, I
we're
know.
we're
It's
watching
just
the
regular light.
we're watching the ceiling now
Yeah,
too.
there's a monster that's like a stalactite that just tries
We-
to.
okay,
So it's as you walk through there, just narratively, it's essentially difficult terrain because you're having to weave in
Yes,
and
but
out.
I'll tell
of
you,
these
the
things.
caverns are.
Yeah, no,
It's his second favorite.
not yet. It's not.
I want to check
If
for
you ever
traps
want to-
and for things on the ceiling.
As we go through here, I'm just gonna be
You
watching
can
the
have
ceiling.
advantages. You guys
Yeah, I'm helping.
do this together.
Yeah, together. Yep, you do it twice. You do it together.
24.
You don't notice anything.
How
You
far
see,
did I
you
go?
see you see scattering of bones in here too a little bit, but not.
I'm the
Not
one
like
that has
it.
the drift glow. I will be watching the ceiling unless I say differently.
All right.
So how far can we go now?
As far as you want to go,
Right to here.
that
This is
way
where it
to
gets
the.
too heavy to go through.
Well,
so we're stuck.
so that check gets you through the stalagmites and tights that are on the board there.
Right to the split.
Just right to. So I just need to know what you want to do here.
We're
wanna
gonna split up and look for clues.
I say we take the outside, right? Kind of.
Go around this way.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
cut ourselves off,
Gotta get every
Surrounded.
secret.
Okay.
I'm ready for there to be
So we want to go in this
gelatinous
direction,
cubes or slimes.
and I'll just check for traps as long as you need me to.
Okay, you can-
No, it was.
Do the same thing.
You got like a 2. You got 22.
Take these for effect, and do the same thing, moving in the direction you're going. But about where we'll just say about where that page ends. You see that it kind of starts to end too, and this whole area is becoming a drier cave. This whole area has been, drips from the ceiling and that, but you can see up ahead they start to peter out, and there's not as many. As you go by there in the light, you can see that they go that way and appear to that way is wet. So they still go that way as they go in that room or in that direction, but what you see that they start to die off going that way.
As we go forward, I'll be watching behind us.
Yeah, I'm watching back.
Okay.
Now that we're passing this tunnel.
Okay,
we
so
know
we're gonna move
there's
up to
something
here.
Okay.
I'll move us up to here. Do we pull the next one up?
Okay, yeah,
halfway
you
time,
can
or-
Slowly.
do the next one, and then I'll have you check here in a moment too. I think I'm
See
just
if
getting
we
you
die.
there. I think it's just one sheet. Just do one for now. I knew this better
Oh, I ripped
the
it.
last time.
Oh
we
my
played.
gosh, I got this one here. Hang on.
Another hallway.
Another-
Who would have guessed?
Cave.
Okay, so you can move yourselves up to their perception check.
Everyone,
I perceive.
I'm gonna roll
everything.
first before.
No, I'm talking about the front two now, doing those. So the perception checks, all the normal perception checks are for the front two, which is usually Taèlios with advantage. If there's anything else, I know that you said ceiling, you can make a perception check if you'd like for what you told me you
Let's
want
probably
to
get this out at some point, right?
Yeah, go ahead and put
Probably
it
won't
on.
need it.
True.
I got 22.
You don't notice.
Perceive everything. You know everything about this
Everything
cave.
looks.
I'm hitting everything
Clear.
with my stick as we go.
Just banging it really loud.
Let's see if I can
Drop
find
some
that
Some sick beats.
sound effect in here.
Sure,
Then.
there's one.
Warning every enemy in the cave that you are here.
I think I should use my thunder strike that resounds for 300 feet.
Yeah,
and
just-
then
just
round
on the wall.
down
Just hit
to
the
the
wall.
I got
whole
a 21
cave.
for my.
Okay. You don't notice anything either. It just, as I said, there's no mites or tights now. It's cleared out, and you see no signs of anything natural or unnatural.
Okay.
We're
I
about
don't
to
see
fight a
anything.
monster.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and pull it.
Oh my
He
I'm
god.
died.
dead again.
One.
An exhaustion point.
Okay. Very good. You can take yourself up to the next one. Doing your rolls.
You're saying those rolls
What'd
we
you
just
call me?
did? You got us up today?
You want me to roll again?
Yeah, I think you're
What are you pointing at?
kind of off the screen there, aren't you?
Oh, I forgot that it's cut off a little bit. There you go.
Wow.
There we go. That makes all the difference.
Now I understand what's going on.
Okay, perception checks again.
Are you rolling again?
I
Whoa.
I'm helping
I
him.
didn't
Doesn't
even
really
need.
matter.
Dad,
What?
I'm helping him search the ceiling.
Okay.
The reason I rolled first too is I said we were all supposed to roll.
25.
That's a good roll.
22.
That's a good roll.
It's my average.
Those looking high don't notice anything here.
Those looking low.
Those looking low and everything else, you actually do
Got it.
notice something. You notice that this. So, what I haven't described is the floor. So you're in a rocky, earthy cavern. Okay, packed down a lot, but it's kind of a mixture of both.
I'm an
One
expert
thing
on
you
this.
notice as you are making your way to where you are right now is that there's a spot in that little area that juts out toward you where it looks like the ground has been loosened up some and then maybe laid back down. It's looser there. There's a kind of a loose dirt and rock there that is different from everything else where you're going in this tunnel.
It's time to use your wind.
We want to investigate that,
Oh,
don't
of
we?
course, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
blow on
dig
it.
it
Blow on
up.
it with your wind.
We're investigating
All right? How? I mean, what are you doing?
Digging, I say.
with our. I would just get down and try to like move dirt around with
Can't
my
you
hands.
move earth with your hands?
Aren't you an earthbender?
Or with-
Can you just like bend
No,
over?
I'm not the avatar.
Aren't you an earth elemental?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you could have control
Okay,
over like all those
okay.
things.
You start digging it away,
Mhm.
and it is you're digging away at a hole that is, maybe about that big around or so, and you keep digging. You're down a few inches. You keep going down a few more inches, and when you get down and you've pulled out about 10 inches of loose dirt,
Ooh.
Loose
That's
layer.
the type of
Loose
dirt.
layer.
That's my favorite kind of dirt.
loose earth, or loose earth. You
Bam,
find
bear
there's a sack that has been buried down there, and it's decayed some. It looks like it must have been there for a while, but it looks like there's a sack that has been buried down in this hole.
We want to investigate
up.
this further.
Okay,
Nah, just leave it.
pull it out,
Might be booby trap.
opening it up. You find inside a pouch,
Out the side of our house.
A quarterstaff.
Passage.
a pouch with a +3 quarterstaff.
Yes. Finally.
It's the
Something
it's,
goes
the,
my
it's
way.
the collapsible +3/4 staff, so you can hide it on your person and then just.
You find a pouch that has in it 100 gold pieces
Not bad.
Many.
and 120 silver.
That's fine.
Just what's those numbers?
And how much platinum?
You 0. You find another pouch that has in it several small gems
Our favorite.
Worth 50 gold pieces each.
worth a total of 600 gold.
That's not bad.
Also in that pouch is one large, more beautiful than any gem you've ever seen, diamond.
Oh,
Yes.
That's
That's
gotta
mine.
be.
That's mine.
Oh yeah.
That's time to smash it.
We write this down.
Based
One-
on your experience in selling gems and
Beautiful.
dealing with all of that, you estimate this to be worth around 1,200 gold pieces. This one gem. Finally,
Oh, there's more.
you find
Oh, wait, I'm already out of space.
There's more.
+7.
you find
Slap chop.
a small silver box,
Ooh.
like a small silver coffer that you know is going to have some value of its own. Let's say 100 gold.
A silver with a gold band.
It has a lid on hinges that is closed.
Check
No
for traps.
So it's not a box without any of this key.
Might be cursed.
Check it for traps.
Yeah.
Well, how's I gonna check if it's cursed?
Might
You
see,
can
might
check
see,
it
might
without
see
touching
a.
I want to
Yeah.
check for traps in this thing.
Give me perception.
Oh,
20.
my God.
Wait a second.
27.
You gotta roll
Critical perception.
Critical
You
perception.
have a 7 +7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think.
Get a better one than
You're
me.
Why is your book 7 miles away?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because he's cheating.
You
Oh,
just
it's
make.
6. Why was I thinking it was 7?
Oh, you don't find anything. You gotta
Well, yeah,
find
you
it.
were gonna find everything on that one.
You've
but now-
been rolling pretty good the whole night though. Like it's not like you had 25 when you found that.
Right.
24.
Probably
That one wouldn't have made any difference on all that stuff. But yeah, it should be +4
Almost,
+2.
almost 27.
I thought for
If you get
sure-
double
+4
five.
and
Plus
+2,
7.
right? +4 and +2.
Yeah, but I thought I had something to give me.
Your
I
ring
just have
doesn't.
+1 to
Your
saving
ring
throws.
doesn't. Yeah, no.
Okay, so garbage then.
26.
26. Okay, you spring the trap and you're dead.
Oh, there is a trap.
There's a trap.
Yeah, no, there is no trap. There's no lock, no trap.
So do we want to check it for? I don't want to open it. You
I'll
guys
open it.
have
I'll open it.
There's a
I'll open
latch, but it's not locked.
And
I'm
you
opening
can
it.
And he doesn't
that's
see any
fine.
symbols on, or
Yeah.
like any magical things or anything.
I guess opening it.
Well, he's the one holding it.
Yeah, but he
If
doesn't want to
wants
open it.
I'll let him open it.
He doesn't want to open it.
I don't wanna
Okay,
be
you open
cursed.
it up. Okay, you open it up, and there's a tiny little bag in there with drawstring.
I said just grab it and say, nope,
Oh,
nothing
another-
in there.
Another pouch.
You have a ring in it.
Pouchception.
What's in there?
You open it up and look, and it has inside this little pouch are 8 little beans.
Oh my god.
Magic
we're-
beans.
We're
I
gonna
need
start
it.
farming
I
now.
need I need a bean.
Say, this is a weird.
This
one
is
right
gonna
now.
be key. This is the mechanics of the dungeon right here, so we know.
We need
Yeah.
to go back and get a glass of
Let's
water.
paint
We need some water.
We have the thing.
Oh,
many
yeah, there we
rupees
go.
How many rupees are there worth?
50 in
There we go. We can
We
plant
look
it.
let's plant
around.
the
We look
bean right
around
here.
for
Let's start.
circular spots that have squares in them.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we,
Plant the beans.
wait, we
That's
need
right.
to go a bug along the
Oh,
way.
but we're gonna have to.
That might
we're
be
gonna
a
have to
tip.
go like 7
You
years
guys
in
have
the future
finally
for this
figured
to
it
work.
out. This is just Zelda we're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though Eris Nakashi just mix it around and it spells Zelda.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
It's the silent Z's. That was
Eris in the
mentioned.
cash, longer than 5 letters, but still spells Zelda.
It does. If you piece them together, each 2
Yeah.
letters is part of 1 letter. It's a puzzle.
We just
And you
solved
guys are
the
no
game.
good at those. So.
Yeah.
No, we're good at puzzles, just not riddles.
Like, I guess
All right,
the
we should
answer.
continue forward,
Okay.
Okay.
onward.
All right. You
Got
going forward,
Perception.
you can peel back.
Ooh, this is gonna be an
Yeah, you're gonna have to move that.
Let's get
So
rid of
start. Yeah, get that off of there.
Ooh, we got your arm video.
So those 2 that are close to you, those 2, and maybe what is
This
attached. Yeah, there. You need to
Holy
just start
cow,
pulling
this
off.
is a big room.
Just
You
start
know,
with
we
those.
can-
Well, geez, why is he? He's
Start with those
He's
2.
ripping everything.
got gorilla tape on this.
Start with those 2 as you walk in.
Flex tape.
I have some super glue too.
Flexing.
It gets complicated over here.
You just fold it back over here
Hang on.
instead of taking things
No,
out.
we can't.
Hang on, we can do it like this.
What the heck is
Look at that.
this?
Oh,
This isn't.
It goes off.
It
Is
goes,
that-
it goes to Tom.
Well, yeah, you can't see that yet, but
yeah, we can. He has dark vision.
so bring yourself into that room a little bit.
Right there.
This is, I knew it is the water temple. Like right here.
Yeah, we'll call that.
I quit. I
This
quit.
is even
It's water
bigger.
temple.
This is even bigger than this shit
Same.
now.
The water temple is the most complicated.
And I need you to take off. So you have basically a torch right now with
Yeah.
the drift globe, right? Okay, so take off that sheet. That and down towards Daniel. Yep.
That one.
Yep.
And this one.
Yep. I
So
think- I
these
think you
these
can
3
take-
here.
As that goes out in front of you, we're just going to go ahead and remove all of that.
We have a torch. It's like 40 feet.
That's like infinite range, I think.
Oh, it's the giant lake. Of course it is.
There's a water.
There's a
barrier.
watcher in the.
This is like,
Wait, this one?
No,
Oh yeah, that's the same one. Yeah.
I saw everything.
Just this right here, right?
I see a wall. We're not good.
there you go. That's it. Okay.
I tell you,
So you come in here and
There's
the
gonna be a water
light.
weird.
You
That's very
have
confident.
40 feet of light. You have 40 feet of dim light. So in all of that, you're seeing this room open up before you. You can see that there's something that heads that direction towards you and towards Daniel. Opens up in that way. It goes off into darkness in a corridor. Darkness, well, not really darkness, but you can see that goes up into a corridor heading off in that direction. The room continues to extend away from you, but it's lost in the darkness beyond the range of the drift globe. And as you walk into this room, and the light is shining across this pool, which is perfectly still,
Not.
The initiative.
until
Oh, yep.
until the light hits it and you start to see a churning
It's a water weird. I'm calling it right now.
What's a water bird?
in the water,
kinda
and
weird.
you see a little ripple just towards you out of the center of it start to moving, and you see emerging up out of the water.
It's a water weird. It has to be. Oh, that's not a water weird.
What
oh
is
my
this
gosh,
thing?
it's a skeleton.
That's not a water weird.
It's a skeleton.
I did not-
Okay, it's that bone dude from Terraria that are down in the.
That's the destroyer.
No.
Oh,
The little
It's
serpent
the
dude that
worms.
comes at you.
Let me
So-
hit it with ensnaring strike, so it'll be get free next turn.
It rises up out of the water, not all the way to the edge. Move it about halfway between the center and the edge, and it comes up. It comes up. It comes up out of the water and is just up in that coiled to strike pose of a serpent, of a snake, and it's just looking. Its head is just going back and forth across you,
We hypnotized it.
and it's kind of doing this.
It's
You know,
fine.
as its bones are kind of, it's like ripples are going through its bone as it's looking at you and staring all
Do I know
around.
what it is?
You guys can make.
I'm from the Underdark. I know a lot of things about bad guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm a
Quick.
Dragonborn.
Okay, so as this thing pops out of the water and we see it kind of going back and forth, kind of under the assumption that maybe it's blind, so maybe it's going off of a hearing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Minor Illusion, because Minor Illusion can do sounds.
We like the spell Minor Illusion
Yes.
here at Minor
We
Illusion.
can do sounds with
no
it, right?
plugs.
We can
No
do
plugs here.
Okay, one second. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure I can do a small sound with it.
I think. Are you going to use the minor illusion to like and subscribe, or what?
I would never do
You
that.
create a sound or an image of an object
Yeah.
within range.
Yes,
That lasts
Sound.
up to
So what I'm going to do is have a sound, and it's 30 feet. So from where I'm at, I want to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. About right over here.
Okay.
I want to have just like, not softly, but like sound like a fairly normal sized rock bouncing on the ground.
Okay.
Just over by that wall.
All right. Over there.
Yeah.
Okay. You do, and its gaze just stays right on you, and it's just looking, going back and forth across you. Its bones just rippling along its
So the
spine.
noise did nothing.
so it can see or sense this.
Somehow
It is
see
not doing anything necessarily aggressive right now.
Maybe it's the light.
Is
Yeah,
this some
it is
sort of
watching.
undead creature since it's a bone? Would I know anything?
Why don't you first make an Arcana check to see if you know what this is?
I'll help
Can I
them.
make
I have
one too?
native one.
Arcana,
so-
I'll tell you. Let's
I am
see.
proficient in
Ma-
Arcana.
Arcana
I
or
have
nature?
+7.
Arcana or nature?
It's going to be Arcana then.
Okay.
Because nature I have nothing.
Oh my god.
Great.
8.
Am I able to make that check?
Sure.
Arcana or
Same.
something else?
Either one, Arcana or
Yeah,
nature.
okay. Nice. That's gonna be a 7.
Oh,
I don't know what this is.
Do I-
should know what this is.
Can I roll?
One say, dude, I know what this is. Maybe undead.
Look, Tom should roll. He has dark vision.
I have dark vision too.
If
You don't
you
count. He rolls.
What is knowing undead?
I mean,
for
you have a. You mean
I'll
using
do-
your sense or something?
No.
'Cause you have a. Don't you
I guess
have
I
an
could do
ability?
that. I can do that. Yeah, I can use divine sense on it.
I mean, if you want to do that, you can.
I use that on. Yeah, so it's within range of me, 60 feet. 1, 5, 10,
Yeah,
15,
it's-
20, yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Oh,
You detect it as undead.
Okay, so I'll say it is undead.
Probably it'll just try to attack as soon as we move into the room.
Not it. Not coming first.
Go hit it with your stick and see what happens.
I'm not getting in
Yeah,
the
run
water.
in there.
I mean, we can just try to go over here.
Nah, we should probably get rid of that.
Well, I'm not going to go attack. We haven't even rolled initiative.
Yeah, but I can plan for the attack and wait for it to attack, so it's called.
Why don't you just shoot it with Hunter's Mark over?
All right. What?
Ensnaring Strike, or whatever you do.
Yeah, no.
Incinerating
It'll just
strike.
break out next turn.
No, it's not strong. Look at it.
Okay,
But it's also within
here's
a
what I'm
water,
gonna
you
do.
can't
Okay.
attack it.
I'm going to use. It'll be Silent Image. And what I'm going to basically do is it'll be a copy of myself.
Okay.
Because Silent Image fits in like a 6-foot box or so, I think is what it is. Let me double check that.
Where'd you get these abilities from?
This is from
He
my.
just makes it
Just
up.
all of a sudden you're like doing this incredible stuff.
This is actually something we talked about with. It's.
Well, no, I have true polymorph.
It has to do with my. I took it because I'm a variant human. I took a. What is it called? A feat at the beginning of the game.
You got like.
But I
feet?
haven't.
Oh, why couldn't we use feet at the beginning of the
You're
game?
not,
You're not
a
a
very
You're
human.
not human. Human because they only
It's
get
only,
they don't get
it's
very
only for
bonuses.
humans because we already have a bunch of bonuses that we get. It's kind of
Silent-
basically so they feel special, like they can do
Because
something.
they don't get any like special abilities like night vision things like that.
Can't-
No
Why do you
larger
like
than a
feet
15-foot
so much?
cube.
Sounds like some rocket.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, the range is 60 feet, and I can move the image anywhere within that range.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a copy of, basically, a copy of myself, and then I'm going to use,
I'm gonna make it walk forward.
I'm going to make it walk around the pond. I want to see what happens as it walks. And then I'm going to use the spell, or the cantrip, Minor Illusion, to make the sound.
Footsteps walking.
Silent image is silent, right? So I'm using the pair together.
Yep.
Silent image of myself. It's
Are
gonna
either of these concentration? Or are they?
Silent image is concentration. Minor illusion is not.
Okay.
Like a grandmaster wizard.
So
I
a
summoned
copy of
5
myself
copies
is
of
gonna
myself
walk.
and all of them
Is gonna
attack.
walk over here, up to this point, and it's gonna make the sound of walking as it goes using the spell, the cantrip.
Okay.
Just footsteps.
Are there mechanics involved for a creature or a humanoid or whatever concerning silent image and whether or not
to perceive it or
Yes.
see through it?
is there something stated in the rule? Otherwise, I know what I'm going to do, but I just want to see if there's anything in the rules about it first.
Yeah, there's.
It
one.
sees right through your life.
I think you can check to see through it.
Right. So I know what I would do. I just want to see what the rules say about that. I would make a wisdom saving throw on your spell save DC. But what do they say?
They say like and subscribe to the channel.
Yep,
That they do. If you
you
like
can
what
use your
you're
action
seeing,
to
even if you don't like what you're seeing, we would really appreciate it if you subscribe to our
A
channel on
creature that-
YouTube, follow us here on
There it
Twitch,
is.
all of that stuff. Ring the bell, follow, like, and everything.
It's
Thank you
an
very much.
interaction. The creature can
Yep.
interact with it and then figure out that it's an illusion, or it can use its action to make a successful intelligence investigation check against the spell's save DC.
Okay.
Yeah, so if it uses its action to examine the image, it can determine that's an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell safety.
Okay. So you send it. Let's put this out right there. This is representative of your
Silent image.
silent image. Okay.
It looks exactly the same.
It gets to there. It move it in that direction. No,
This?
move
This?
the creature in that
The
direction.
creature moves towards it.
How
And-
far do you want
and
to
let
move?
me just close,
Like
close. Yep. It slithers in that direction, and let me see what happens here.
It stays right here.
That's right. Okay. It snaps at it as it goes by. It bites at it, and of course comes up empty. Does anything happen to it? Does it dispel it if something interacts with it, or is it still there?
Depends how much damage it did.
The creature can see through the image. Nothing changes though.
If it interacts,
It doesn't go
with
away.
it. Right. But once it has interacted,
Yeah,
with
now it knows.
Now it sees and knows that. Okay. All right. Okay.
So can we?
And yeah. Okay.
So before we do that, because
Gotcha.
the whole point of this is,
Yep.
if it goes to attack and then does attack, bam, we're going at it.
Okay.
Right? Because we know now it's hostile towards us. Like, obviously, we're figuring that, but just to check, that's what we're doing.
Okay. So
So basically, on
What-
that contact, now I want to try to shoot at it with an arrow.
okay. I will give you a shot, and then we'll roll initiative if that's what you were doing. You're essentially wanting to hold an action. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess yeah. I didn't
You
get
didn't
that far.
really say that, but
I didn't get that far because I didn't know you were just going to go straight into.
well, I thought this was just reconnaissance. You know, I
Yeah,
thought
but
you were
as soon
just
as
wanting to see
as
what
soon as the
happens.
creature starts moving, then it's kind
Okay, so honestly, were you or were you not holding an action? Did you have arrow and bow, and were you
It
ready?
was
to-
my intention to do that, but I didn't realize we were just going straight straight to the creature attacking this thing. But it's fine. We can skip it for now.
Okay.
But I also, there's no way I wouldn't be able to get a shot off it because it's not coming out of the water.
It's basically using its action right now.
Here's my only thing. Were you just watching to see what happened, or were you actually holding an attack action on it? If you weren't holding an attack action, we're going to roll initiative. If you were holding an attack action, then we're going to have you do that, and then we're going to roll initiative.
I mean, I was intending, but it's fine.
It's your call. I'm giving you the choice.
Let's just say let's just say that I was not, because I didn't really say I was pulling my bow. I want to put it. I didn't say that, so.
Okay. Then let's roll initiative.
Time for a 20.
But we can roll. Does it come out of the water? Did it come out of the water here at all, or no?
It is in the water. It was able to strike from there, but you can see as it's come, you can see that the pool shallows up as it gets to the edges, and it's come more out of the water now, but that's where it is. It's still in the water.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
good.
critical.
That's really good. I got a special
You
thing
almost
just
knocked
for
my
this
hand,
guy.
but it didn't touch my hand, okay? Trust me, you would know if it hit my hand
I
because
also,
I'd be on the
I
ground
also
right
got
now.
a really good roll. Very good. Indeed.
I'm about to divine smite this guy and after him.
Wait, we have the same.
Legit. Yeah, same.
Where'd that go?
We have the same dexterity too.
I'll let you stand on the stick and I'll just like launch you at it.
That'll be good. Okay, initiatives next.
14.
Taèlios.
14.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
What are the odds?
Well, let's say there's
Probably
2
not
points
that.
dies.
Yeah. 1 in 400.
21.
Nice.
11.
You suck, man.
Is that what? That's what you got, 11?
Yeah,
If you think that's bad compared to mine, it's good. 4.
Oh, nice.
I'm going last. Yay!
What'd you roll, a 0?
No, I rolled a 3. I only have +1.
It's like up on the uptake. I see over all you guys.
All right.
Snake attacking.
You're looking in the wrong direction.
I know.
Let's see how this sounds.
Splashing in water.
That's the noise of his bones rattling.
I haven't used this battle music before, so we'll see what happens. There's probably going to be sounds here that don't fit, but
I
like-
suddenly just whip
like
around.
rain.
It's jumping
It's
in
the
the
water
water.
splashing.
Oh, it is. That works.
It's annoying to sound like.
Okay, I'm not going to want that. I'm not going to want that.
Screaming. Yup.
That was Tom there.
I don't want that. That might be alright. We'll go with that.
Who's
Okay,
drumming?
so.
Drums.
Drums in the deep.
That's the
Drums in
minor
the deep.
illusion thing that they're doing.
They are coming.
That's the footsteps from the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we start off with Morzza.
Can I run through teammates? I forget.
Yes.
Yes.
You're not even really through. You just run on the outside.
I can't make
Just
it.
count the squares.
I
You're
can go
fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll be right next to him.
Yep.
Don't get in the water in the dungeon.
I'm barely
Right, you
standing
know.
in it.
Yeah. So yeah, you're fine at that point. The water at the edge is very, very shallow.
Okay, then I'm gonna attack with my sword.
Okay.
He's decent. Oh, it's not decent. That's more than terrible. 10.
X, that's not gonna hit.
Whoa.
10, I'm afraid, is not a hit.
I get an 8.
Holy smokes. I think that's what I have. That's what I have 7 on.
On the hit.
Yeah.
On your stick?
There we go. It's all coming together.
It's all coming back to you.
You need to go smack this guy with a stick?
Okay.
Haven't failed me yet.
So that was your movement and your go.
Yeah.
Okay. That brings us to.
I think me. So I rolled 4.
Serpent already used its attack.
I bet another serpent are coming
No,
to
I
attack me.
Isn't that
Is there another one coming up?
Are you kidding me? You little
Brings out
serpent.
bronze dragon.
No, it's
I'll start talking to it.
It's gonna be an acid dragon. That way I can have advantage.
Oh, I'm guessing 2. How many guessing?
How do you get advantage versus acid dragons?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. What the heck is that?
Take this.
It's a breath weapon.
Run it from. Yeah. No. Nope.
Are you kidding me? That's gonna hit me.
It is going to get Morzza.
That's gonna get me. Are you kidding me?
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it towards.
The
Bring
thing
it
is
back.
still on my silent image. How is it doing this?
What's it? Why would that?
That is
Recon save.
that is the path it's going for right there. No.
I didn't.
It's smart. It's smart enough to do that.
Yeah,
Yes.
right there.
Actually,
Stupid
no.
dragon.
So it is going to move.
You can pivot it.
It is going to back up to right here
Are you kidding
and
me?
do that.
It can't hit. No way it hits everybody there. There's no way.
It's
In a
four.
straight line.
Wait,
It
yeah.
can't
wait,
hit
see what you
Morzza
did.
and everybody
See,
else.
you get a
Yeah,
roll of
it can.
opportunity.
No, it cannot.
You get a roll of
Oh,
opportunity.
wait, do I get a roll?
You make us
Yeah.
do this when we have our
You
breath
get-
weapons. There's
yeah, you
no
get a
way
roll
it
of
hits everybody.
Do I get to attack him since it moved?
You're welcome to put this down
Dad,
and see
you
if
get
that
the-
all lines
Dad,
up.
he gets a roll of opportunity.
Which I just
It moved-
did.
It doesn't
Wait,
hit
wait.
everybody.
Dad,
Before
it
that,
moved
Horse
down
is
in space.
literally over on this
It
side.
moved down in space.
Wait,
It's a roll of
before,
opportunity.
can I attack since it moved out of my space?
It just pivoted around you.
It's
Doesn't it shoot
out.
out there?
Well, it's still running. I bet it's a lightning breath. Lightning tends to be in a straight line like that.
Probably.
If it's
Okay.
here, it has to breathe this way to hit Morzza.
He moved though.
It,
Yeah,
moved-
it's
it has to be like
it's
right
fine.
here.
It moved
No,
and attacked.
no, it doesn't.
It
All it
moved
has
and
to do is get you within a line where you're 5 feet on either side, and as long as you're within that line at all,
Does it hit everyone?
it hits Morzza, Taèlios, Nyx, and
It does not hit me.
and Farryn. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's the straight.
That's everyone.
it's
No,
not
not
hit.
me.
It's not hitting Zeldreth and Thaèndrys.
That's
That's all
all.
that matters.
It's not hitting the tank. Let's go.
So those 4 need to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
That's not good.
That's good. That's good that I don't have to do. I don't have 13.
No, that's not good. I probably failed that.
You're trying to hit my hand. There's no way.
I'm really close. If I'm pretty sure I failed.
I think
but-
they 3 failed. So you're the only one who's.
All right, I'm sorry.
succeeded.
I thought you were saying it's gonna hit everybody. That's what I was saying. There's like
No.
no way it's hitting everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
No,
Okay.
it was everybody in the line.
Oh, I thought you were saying it was hitting everybody. I was
No.
like, what are you doing?
Nope.
Like we're literally encompassing a 15-foot wide line.
Okay, so Nyx, what do you got? Not good.
8?
8.
That's not gonna pass. Yes.
26.
Yeah,
Okay.
pass.
12.
19.
That might pass.
12 is like right on the edge. Probably 13, 14
You
if I
have
had.
19.
Well, we have a
Then
stack
you
of
roll
heals.
low. It's over 13, so you might pass. Let's see what goes.
It-
We all
Can I
have
heal
potions
myself
too.
with that?
What?
That's
Can
what
I
we
heal
do.
myself
We
with
haven't even
spell?
passed
There's
enough.
like one that's a grant, like restoration that does it to a bunch of people.
We passed them out.
Yeah,
So-
it's not good
Like
to use
on
right now.
Takes 5 charges.
So-
Yeah, I do.
You got, what'd you say?
12.
And what'd you get?
19.
Okay, so the 3 of you
Yeah,
made your
do it.
save. Nyx, you did not.
Oh, I did make that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
did.
made
It's
your
12 or
save.
13. It was 12
You're
or
probably still
13.
taking
Sauce.
half damage. You're
You are going to
damage.
take half damage.
Yeah.
Let me find what that damage is.
70 damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Chronotic.
12d6.
Yeah, chronotic.
It's only half of 70.
Oh, great. He's rolling like 5 dice.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Well, you
That
might
sounds
be
like
dead.
at least 6.
Oh my gosh.
Low rolls.
Well, lucky for you, because you'd be dead if it was high.
That sounds like a bunch of d6s to me.
15.
How much HP did she have?
20 points of lightning damage, or 10 if you made your
Are you
save.
dead?
I literally have 4 points left.
And it rolled low. It
So
probably-
it rears back
Long
and actually drops down and gets a little bit low, down at your level. Basically, gets right down at your face and just casts
Yeah, let me
this.
go ahead and take
And
my
it doesn't
opportunity
come out like
attack.
a breath
go.
weapon, but it's like it just
I told
shoots
you.
out from it.
It's a spell.
My shield blocks it from the rest
It's
of
literally
them.
using
it
the spell
conducts the
lightning.
lightning, and you take triple damage.
It's using a spell lightning.
So I took 10 points of damage. There's
Yep.
half.
Yep.
That was a
those
low
are low rolls.
We have a-
They actually were.
That's
Good
a,
thing.
lightning is like 6d6.
Who has
Or
a
8d6. I can't
I
remember.
need a
Are we sure this is a dungeon or
Need a
something?
what?
Like,
No
like
card.
5 levels
I
higher
will
than
sheet of
us?
paper.
I-
Check.
I got you. Look at this. I got you.
You don't have a thing like this?
Should have went this way.
What are you guys doing? Why didn't you go to the
It
next
probably
one?
connects up right here.
No, it doesn't. It goes back to the treasure.
Okay,
I wish
that,
I knew what
10
the goodness
points.
of this thing was.
that is its turn. We have Nyx and Taèlios up next.
We should hopefully kill it. Why you put next
Yeah, I
turn?
don't know who. We have the same dexterity.
He's ahead of
You can just decide. Yeah, you're up front. You can go.
Okay.
I figure the monk's gonna go quicker than the
The 25 feet.
bard.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my. I forget what it's called.
Punching
Puff
with
of air.
fists in the
Air
wind.
attack thing.
Puff of air.
Falco punch.
Yeah, falcon punch. Right now,
Fists of unbroken air? So I'll come up here.
Make a. I don't know if it matters to you, but you need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you hold concentration. If you
Oh,
don't,
yeah.
you can just drop it too.
What is that?
It's so it will be 10.
10
is the
is the
DC.
DC?
Yeah.
16.
So it's still up if you want it up.
What's that?
Can you do anything with it?
Have it just go jump at his feet like.
Well, wait, if something else comes out, I should maybe distract it.
I doubt something else is
I
gonna come out.
can't keep it up
Okay.
forever, but
It would have come out with
I'm saying different pathways.
I doubt it.
You don't know.
I am 100%.
Okay, I'm just gonna do. I'm not gonna add any key
99.
points to this. It's just
Okay.
gonna be straight up. So I gotta roll the hit still. Do I have to use?
Did you just
No.
miss the thing?
I
I didn't even hit the
What you don't have a bonus to it?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Wait, do you add?
What'd you get?
I'm assuming it'd be like with my. Doing it with my quarterstaff, right? So I use that.
With the Fist of Unbroken Air?
I don't know.
What is it? It says just roll an attack roll, right? I don't think it's recorded.
Oh, maybe I don't even have to roll the hit. It just
no,
says
it's a yeah, that's right. It's a saving throw.
Yeah,
on
the
the
creature
saving-
must make a strength saving throw.
There you go.
Strength saving throw against
Yes.
what DC?
55, I believe.
It should be like 10 plus something. I think it's like for you. I think it's your dex mod.
It doesn't say anything
It
about
says the creature must make a strength saving throw. That's all it says.
Against his DC. Well, what's your DC?
What would be added to his strength?
or dexterity.
Well, there must be somewhere in those abilities that tells you what your DC is.
It says some stuff. I was listening to stuff about.
You don't have this memorized by now?
Well, last time we
Key
did it,
save
we
DC
didn't-
is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom modifier. So 8 plus 2 is 10. And your wisdom modifier is
4.
so 14. is
Your
DC.
wisdom?
Yeah.
With
high
18 wisdom?
Then
Yes,
now you're so
four, yes.
wise.
Yeah, he's pretty
Wait,
good.
Tom.
Who are you
How
who
rapidly
are
does
so
your
wise
thing get
in the
up?
ways
The
of
last time you
science?
used it was against those goblin
That
guys,
is
wasn't it?
8 plus
we didn't
2.
do
That's a
that.
fail.
Okay, so I
Full
need
damage.
That's a lot of
3
damage.
T dice.
D10.
That's
The
right
tens
here.
are
This
the.
one.
These ones right here.
Right here.
These are 10s.
Yeah.
Who are you who is so wise in the way
That
of
might as well be
science?
10.
Oh my
wow,
gosh.
That was literally one of the worst rolls that they got.
That's 7.
Garbage.
7.
But it also gets pushed back and everything.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
it's out of your.
And it gets knocked prone. It gets pushed back 20 feet.
Oh, it's in
and
the
knocked
water.
prone.
It's in the middle
So
of
you
the
basically
water.
just punch it back
Yeah,
into the water.
since it relieves my range, can I get an attack opportunity on
I'll
that?
grant that. So push it back 20 feet away from you. 4 squares away. Ish.
So 5 and
You can go a diagonal in the way or whatever.
like right there.
Okay, so it goes back, it gets knocked back like that, and it just coils back over backwards and falls down
Hey,
into
could
the
you
water.
could you knock it that way so that it can breathe straight down us again?
Yeah. And as it's getting knocked back, you can go ahead and make a strike at it.
Oh my gosh. I guess it's better than that. 15.
That'll hit. probably.
15
I don't think that's gonna hit.
hits.
Oh, it does hit.
And I need Divine Smite on this.
Alright.
So I need, let's see, I need 3 more D8s.
Shit my dice.
Alright, who's gonna roll the highest? That's the question.
Oh, that's terrible.
Ooh,
You rolled
uh,
a 14,
that's a good
17,
roll.
17,
I didn't
and
roll
I had
lowest.
23, 25 damage.
That's not a bad
That's some
hit.
good hit. Okay. So you see it and you knock some of you hit it and several of its rib bones are severed and knocked off and go splashing down into the water as it coils backwards, or uncoils really, and falls back and splashes down into the water. So for the moment, being prone means it's under the surface of the water.
Okay. Who's next?
Who's got electric powers to electrify
So
water?
Nyx is up. Nyx is up.
Hey, use that
Right
your
now you
lightning
can't
thing.
see it. It's under the surface
You
of the
do your
water.
lightning thing.
Can I use
Right.
that staff?
Yes, you can.
So,
You the
You
staff.
can you can use.
yeah, so
Did we
can I
say
use-
up to your current level? Because you can use Cure Wounds at like level 2 on yourself. It's gonna be 2
Oh,
charges,
not
but you
bad.
could.
I was
Use
gonna say I could use Mass Cure Wounds.
You're the only one that really.
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't
Yeah,
that
because-
heals a ton
They took 10 damage.
Well, he heals 3d8.
for everyone, right?
Wait, in what range?
60.
Okay. I trust you. If that's what it says, it's fine.
I
how much,
do we-
how much does
that'll
the
be-
one, listen, how much does the one
We
before
took
do?
10, 10,
for,
10.
If that's for just you.
20. Yeah, that's how you do it.
How much?
How
How
many-
many?
I'm not
many
gonna tell you.
charges?
It's your,
Yeah,
you have the
it's
staff.
your call. You don't
So
have
you do
time to
whatever you-
consult. No time to discuss this in committee.
Yeah, so I use the mask cure wounds.
I am
It's
not
five,
a committee.
5 charges, correct?
Yeah,
So it's 6 charges now. Use the water.
but didn't they all get healed?
They used one earlier.
After the bat attack or whatever.
After the dark mantle attack. So at the beginning of the session, before you guys got here, 1 charge was spent. Now 5 more have been spent.
Total?
So we've spent a
So
total of
it's
6
got
right now.
10 charges.
So we have
Yeah.
4 more charges
6 are
left.
used.
Okay.
Yes.
We can't use all of them.
Yes.
We only have
Okay,
3
so
charges
go ahead
left.
and roll. It's 3d8.
Plus her
Yeah.
modifier, right?
It says, a wave of healing washes out from a point of your choice within range. Choose up to 6 creatures in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Each target regains hit points equal to 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so 3d8 plus 4. So go ahead and roll 3d8,
You got 2 more there.
and everybody's going to heal that.
Oh, he doesn't roll at all.
She's the one casting the spell.
It's plus 4,
Plus 4.
13.
13
Everyone
points?
heals 13 who was
Okay,
having
so, yep, 13 points back.
That was unfortunate. That was 4, 3, and 2.
Yeah.
All
got
of us
me to
got
full.
healed up. Just sort of, yeah.
Wait, I have max points. I assume so.
Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I just made sure.
Okay, and
Am
you're
I?
staying where you are? Are you, because you have your movement too. Run away!
I'm moving behind everyone else.
Behind
I
people?
think
don't
one
see
comes from
one.
behind, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that-
Okay, that brings us to Thaèndrys,
Okay.
then Farryn. And I'll remind you that while you cannot see it right now, you could hold an action for when it surfaces again if you'd like.
So I have a question then. I have the spell Fairy Fire. It's a 20-foot cube. So can I extend that cube under the water?
It will extend, it will fill that whole cube. Yes, and I would have it go into the water, sure. But then that's an area then that is affected by it. That once it comes out of the water, if it comes out of the water and towards you, then it's
Yeah, but once it's been hit by the light,
then it's lit up. Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
lit up, and then for that duration.
Yeah. I would have it extend down into the water.
Yeah, I
yes.
say if I can't see it, I can just place the top of it right at the surface and go 20 feet down.
You can see where it went in, and you can do that. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, fairy fire, and that's a saving throw
Yep. So that is gonna be a dexterity saving throw.
against what DC?
I believe it's a 14 for me. 14 is my dexterity saving throw. And I'm casting this as my once a day because I'm level 3.
It is a 12 plus 3, so it made its save.
Wow, really?
Did I notice advantage for being prone?
On a dexterity saving throw.
If
It's
he's
on
back,
his back.
he's on his back, he can't move.
Let me look. A prone creature's only movement option is the blah 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 blah. Creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. It does not have disadvantage on saving throws, dexterity or otherwise.
That's kind of lame.
Lame.
It's on his
Wow,
back.
this
What's
game
he
is
doing?
broken.
Okay, are you staying put?
Y'all spread out.
Someone's
Yeah.
getting out of a line. Okay, Farryn is up. Zeldreth is on deck.
All right. So, based on what the creature did, it just attacked the image. It didn't actually try to discern that the image was fake. So it could still be confused with the image if I move it, technically. Because it never made a check against it, right?
Yeah, didn't
But
it?
it
You
did
rolled.
it, and it decided it
It
was.
tried to attack it. It didn't.
You said that once it hit it, it could see through it. Now,
Only
and all of a
because it's
sudden
inside
became-
of it. Now the creature's gone back under the water, and I have a chance to move it without it seeing anything. So potentially I could move it, and it hasn't checked to see if the image is real or not. But it didn't make it. At the time, it knew it because it's inside of it.
You just tell me what you want to do.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, is that how that spell works? I don't know. Because it says physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion. But the creature can make it, the next part of it says then you can make a check to see. Does it just know? Like,
Physical interaction reveals it to be an illusion. That's what it says there, right?
yes. So it permanently knows now.
It physically interacted with it when it tried to.
Okay, also another thing. It says I can change the appearance of the illusion.
Okay.
while it's walking to
Okay.
make it look like it's walking. Can I change the illusion itself or just the appearance? Like, I'm assuming I can't make it turn into someone else.
That's how I would interpret appearance.
It says you can change the appearance to make it look natural as if it's walking, right? So does that
Oh.
then go into, like, I can totally change the appearance of it, or it stays as that image? Probably just stays as the image, I would think, right?
If it gives an example of it being like it's walking, then yeah, that doesn't sound to me like it changes what the image is.
Okay, well, I'll move the image. I can move it up to 60 feet, so I'll go 5, 10. I moved it 30, so I'll move it like, into the water right here.
Okay.
And then that's an action. I can't see it or anything, so
Can you hold an
I don't think I
action?
have a bonus action to do anything with it, to be honest. I could probably move, although I don't know if I want to move.
Better not move where I'm about to move.
Don't cross the street.
Yeah, I'll just sit back here.
All right. So Zeldreth and then Morzza.
Okay, based on its range, I'm gonna move right here, and I'm gonna hold an action for it to like get towards like the base of the water.
You have to.
So I need to know what you're
Actually, one. Then I want to move him onto the water, like right here.
Okay.
You're gonna make us get into the water now too?
No, it's an illusion, so he can be on top of the water walking.
We can't
It's
tackle
not
it. He's
gonna-
right there.
I want it to be the first thing it sees, regardless of whether or not maybe it
Okay.
gets distracted.
Jolly good.
I'll use.
What's your what action are you holding?
Well, I'm hoping I'll just hold reckless attack and great weapon master.
So you have to be next to it to be able to use those, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm
that.
not planning on going in the water. I don't want to risk exhaustion.
Okay. So that would be if it gets within range. Then.
Yeah.
And
So
they
are you going to move up
Wait,
to?
before going into the water does not give you exhaustion. It's being completely submerged
Yeah,
in the water.
I know.
If you
Just
stand
saying,
right
if
here,
it's-
you're not.
I
in
know.
the
I'm
water.
saying if it's towards the base of the water, not full. I can get in the water, but I'm saying towards the water.
Just
towards shallow water.
your call. No one else give input right now. What are you doing movement wise? Before you can move and then hold your action if you want. But if you're holding your action, you cannot move. You're
Yeah, I
moving.
know. I already moved where I wanted to.
You're moving there and holding an action to attack it. It's going to go for the nearest creatures. It's not going to go for you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you is that your trigger can only be if it's in range for that particular attack.
Oh, can I not move and do it?
No.
Oh,
No.
that's
That's what I was trying to tell you. Finish your movement first.
I'll go there then.
So you're holding that. Okay, fine. So you're holding that if it gets in range,
Yep.
then you're doing that attack. Okay, very good. So that brings us to Morzza.
Okay, I'm just gonna. It's like right here, right? It's kind of like where it fell back.
It's where it is.
Oh, right
you
there.
pushed it back 20 feet already, so that's where it is. It's just laying. It's kind of laying down under the surface.
So I'm
of
just
the
gonna
water.
stay there and hold an action for if it gets within 5 feet of me, I want to attack it.
Okay. All right. Held action. Held action.
I'm gonna be watching for watery tarts throwing scimitars at me while I'm standing on the edge of the.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, I just realized they can hit 3 people.
Someone wants to be king.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Just before you want to stand in the doorway.
Strange creatures lying in ponds, distributing lightning
Okay,
bolts.
2 people.
He goes out here.
Okay,
Yeah.
2.
3.
this creature is up.
There it is.
It's got to use some of its action to get up.
It is okay. So it
Please go for not me, because I weak on cuts.
move it. Just a second. Let me actually randomize this. Let me randomize this a little bit as it comes up. So it's down and under the water. As it starts moving, you wouldn't know this, but I'm just telling so you'll understand what I'm doing. It actually has to move before it would start to surface again, just because of the water depth right now.
I don't think it'll.
Does it usually take a whole action to get out of prone?
Please half your
Half
movement.
it.
It's half movement speed.
Probably go for me.
Please be near.
It probably has like 60
yeah, I
movement
hope
speed,
so.
so it
Because
still
then I
gets
can
up and
attack
like
it.
runs you down.
Wait, Tim, you probably
Well,
tagged
he's holding
me.
his actions.
Why are you hoping so? It should go for you or something.
I wanted to go for I wanted to go for Steven. Like, because
Can
he has
you
a better
spell
arm
as
class.
He goes right
He's a
in
better.
48.
He has a better arm
Okay.
class. I'm saying.
Move it.
Much better. Indeed.
What's this thing?
Better not be towards that thing. That's the worst
No,
scenario.
no. It's heading to the shore. Move it 15 feet.
Does it just completely ignore the image?
Well, you don't know. It's just moving in here like that, and
Could go 40 me.
Oh, so it is 5 feet away, isn't it? But it might be able to make a ranged.
Well, could it move within 5 feet of us, or was it?
It was 20 feet away.
That's 15
It can-
feet right there.
If it moves,
It can-
So there's still 5 foot.
it only has half its movement right now, so it moved 15 feet.
Does spell save DC
Start
go up?
make it move 1 more foot.
Did you use
It's
yours?
yours?
Does it go up?
Did
It
you
will
roll
with
for the
as your
wand?
proficiency.
How much the
Oh,
wand?
that's what it is. So proficiency bonus.
Proficiency, or if your mod goes up, if you raise
Oh,
your
you
abilities
13.
at some
Okay,
point, you know.
So if my charisma goes up to 5, or
Yeah, and it goes up every time your proficiency goes up too.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. I was like, 14 is a really stupid one.
Alright,
Well,
lightning
you're just
fast.
starting
You
at
hit
the.
15.
You're still kind of in the
What?
first
I
tier.
know.
Oh,
It's just everything
I
dodges
did- I
it usually.
did
It's like not
25.
even challenge.
No, but you rolled to hit at 15.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
still hit.
I bet it's gonna use an electric attack. I guarantee it. Because it's not range.
Some attacks like that to like recharge.
Maybe. But it, yeah, I'm betting it
There's
has
no
2
way
or 3. It's
With the
2.
lightning cannon just.
Just stands in the middle of the lake and
It's a
Like a whale
meteor.
gun.
we're all just running
Meteor
around.
shower.
15, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Not
Oh.
It's going after Nick.
Cast fireball.
Just go that.
You're gonna die right between us.
It's within range though if it does
Wait,
that.
yeah, could it hit 4 people?
You both get an attack on it. That'd be awesome.
Drops and just dies.
Make sure you use some divine smite on that stuff.
That'll be my second spell slot though. I only have 3.
Yeah,
you
you
can do
probably-
divine split with a spell slot.
I have to.
And it's probably worth
I thought it was
saving.
a 110.
This
Yeah,
might be
I
a tough
can use
enemy,
it,
but they're
and
probably
the
tougher.
higher the spell slot, the more damage it does.
If we go that way, you
That's
get a
a
different
D8 for every
board.
level I add on.
5. Okay, so 5, 6, 7,
Oh, great. We're all dead. We're all dead. He's the stupidest monster.
I want to be
Rolling
this
twice,
class
why
next time we
not?
play.
It's probably casting magic missile like
Rolling
level 10.
3 times. Great. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
6.
This is Cavnor like in disguise. Red.
Rolled 7 times. 8.
Someone's about to take some damage.
Oh,
Yeah, it has to be magic missile. I bet. Maybe not, but
Could be like level
We
20.
should-
that's a lot. That's a D4.
We're level like 3 times.
Someone's about to take like 700 damage.
well,
Okay,
at least I have a medium potion.
There we go.
It's gonna miss me.
how many hit points do you have?
37.
Yeah, you.
How many hit points? 31?
I know.
Oh,
How many hit points?
I know.
38.
And how many hit points?
48.
You had what?
38.
And you had what?
37.
31.
Okay, you've dropped. You go to sleep.
Oh,
No,
man.
nobody else does.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Sleep.
Oh, I
I've
bet
seen
you-
this video before.
Oh, I bet it's your health. Wait.
Yeah, it's like it's affected by your health. But you're in the
Alright,
back.
I'm now.
Yeah, lay him down.
You weren't doing much anyway.
Doesn't the sneak go?
Yeah, it does.
This-
It goes
it's-
away.
It's
It's
concentration, right? So it
Yeah.
goes away.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Hand it back.
Okay.
I'm staring straight.
That
What
that
matter?
is it. So
What is just broken out?
it did not get close enough for you guys to
Yeah.
attack it, correct?
I mean, yeah.
So for okay,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
I don't know. This is
that
pretty close.
but that's
Oh, move
fine for right now.
wherever
So
you
that
go.
brings us to Taèlios and Nyx. That water is shallow enough that you can step out into it. By the way, you can see in the light that you're not stepping out into, and you can tell from how deep it is as it's there too.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna hit it.
And it's not deep enough to make you. It's not not deep enough to become difficult terrain at that
Where's my
point.
20 at? Okay, I'm gonna hit it with my quarterstaff.
It's gonna hit.
That hits. Do you need to know the number, or are you just gonna take note?
If it's above 15, if it's 15 or above, you hit it.
I thought it was. There's some more left with me.
Nice.
Maxing it out.
React 11.
Max damage.
How much?
11,
11.
Over.
and then I'm gonna do a unarmed strike as
Alright.
my bonus
Punch
action.
it.
Slap him.
That also hits.
Oh,
8.
nice.
Yeah, Comrade is
Damage.
doing all the damage over
Good-
here.
good
You guys can do
round.
nothing.
Triple kill.
Good round. Okay,
You also move it away where it's gonna
you
attack.
strike down on it, and several of its rib bones just go flying off and splashing into the water.
The voice in the background.
It's not looking good. Nyx, you're
You
up.
need to get rid of
That's
it
what I was
fast.
Can I? How long is a hand crossbow? 120 feet. Can I shoot it through there? Through the
Yes.
gap?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not sure if an arrow would be able to do anything for that.
Don't use a magic one.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, do I even have magic?
You have like 6
Yeah, you
levels.
have 6.
Yeah,
I've
you
never
never
used
use
them
them in the
myself.
water. The water. It's just water.
Okay, so I'll use my hand crossbow.
Okay, go ahead.
That's
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Okay. Yeah, I already told you 15 is what you're after.
Yeah.
Okay, staying put.
You probably lost that one in the water. That bolt.
Staying put.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Thaèndrys,
It's just time to
then-
sleep for it.
well, Farryn, but
Can I resist?
Then time for sleeping time.
He's drooling all over himself right now.
We should have brought the cradle. I knew we should have.
too much to do.
Can we kill it with a decanter of water, please?
Yes,
I'll
I
do- I
think
can
that's
do
gonna
that.
work very
Yup,
well on a
we
creature
dr-
that was in
we
the
drown
water.
a water that's made of bones.
Flood
Makes
the
sense.
whole cave.
It does bludgeoning damage, so I mean, you could kill it.
Probably like 1d4.
Skeletons are weak to bludgeoning, right? So, like, is this thing weak to bludgeoning?
I heard it pretty bad. I just rolled it. I don't think it took extra damage.
I'm gonna use chromatic orb.
It's my favorite attack if he does.
What
Too
other
bad
ones
it's not
has he
too big, so I
done?
can do double. This is gonna be the one from my Ring of Spell Storing. That's getting cast at level 2.
Whoa.
That's gonna be 23.
23 to
Actually
hit. Hits. What kind of damage are we doing?
I wish you could use radiant damage.
Just smack him back with some lightning. Actually, that might hurt the rest of the crew in the water there.
Tom will be fine.
Yeah, he's the worst one. My guy's
Yeah,
like
that's right.
foot
You're
is
resistant
in
to all elementals.
If you like bend it and commando and like recharge.
I'm gonna do thunder.
Thunder.
there. Nothing.
Well, good.
Okay.
You are doing that? What?
No, thunder, not
Thunder.
lightning.
Not lightning.
Oh.
Thunder.
It's not an area of effect though, is it? It's just the type of damage that it takes when it gets hit, right? This is an area of effect. So.
Thunder is separate from lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, lightning's electricity.
Two different kinds of
Thunder is
damage.
like it's just like a different.
Like noise damage.
concussive.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Exactly. Like your ears got blown out.
This guy's about to be gone.
No, he's not.
Oh, mine roll's good.
No, that wasn't terrible. My roll sucked, but all the other dice were
Yeah,
good.
but he's looking bad, so.
21.
Yeah, I mean, with
21?
I think
me
he's
and
dead.
Zelda, I sure hope we can
I
kill
think
him.
he's dead.
21 is exactly the number of hit points that it had left. How would you like to close out this chapter?
Oh, so the orb definitely kind of goes up, like it has his mouth is open, and it like in the mouth, and his head just kind of like shatters in a million pieces.
Nice. And so it does. And the body just kind of slumps down and falls half in, half out of the water.
As part of me finishing it too, I'm gonna go and like slap him awake, like, hey, we're trying to do a dungeon here.
Yep, I did exactly 0 damage. Good job by myself.
That was a lot less HP than I thought it would.
Can anybody tell what it is now?
It took a lot of damage on a few of those hits.
I mean, it took like so it's taken like 40, like 40.
I did 25. Tom probably did
It
around
took more
20.
than 40.
And I did around 0. So I
Oh, I
did.
wonder if
My
radiant
silent
damage is
image
more.
did about 50.
I don't know.
Well,
But now do I know what it is?
Hmm?
I said, now do I know what it is?
No. So it took 7 to start off with. Then someone did 25 to it.
I
That,
did
that
that.
was you. Then
That's right. I forgot about your 7.
and then there was an
32.
11 done.
Which is
So-
probably Tom.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was Tom.
yeah.
What?
But it had less than 100.
You did 11 with your.
And then he did 8 more.
Yeah, with his punching it.
That's still less than 100. I was thinking it had
Yeah.
less than 100. 100 HP. For as big a
51
creature as it is.
That did.
I want to look at it.
Did
It's
you
still,
paint-
it's
No,
not,
I
it's
mean-
not a Remoraz, but I guess it'll.
Did you paint that one?
I did.
That looks nice.
Thank you.
Right, let's keep going. We gotta get dungeons done.
I'm still asleep.
I slap him
Yeah,
away.
you gotta.
I was hoping this would
Your
wake you up.
ranger is just sawing logs over there.
As
Not
long
logs you can burn for fire. But
As long as you can slap them awake and bring people back.
yes,
with
you
an
can
action.
wake them up.
Just using an action, you can, for future reference, I'm going to let everyone know.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
we
well,
just-
you just use your action to kill it. You can't also wake me up.
I
No,
run
we're
over.
done now. Anybody
It's
can.
battle's over. You're out of initiative.
I
You
hit
are
it with my
able to
stick.
wake up Farryn.
Just as hard as you can.
You should
Right,
let
right
me know.
in the
I'm going to tell everyone, like, that was sleep, and this is how you wake people up. I'm
Wake
gonna
up,
so everyone
sleepy
knows.
head.
Ready to go back to sleep.
You guys all know how to recognize the effects of the sleep spell now, and you know that you can wake a sleeping.
I'll let them know that you can either slap them awake or you can deal damage, and that also will wake them up. So
Can we
feel
take like the head of that thing or something?
It's blown up. You blew it up.
yeah, I shattered it to a million pieces.
Take some of his bones. You make some daggers.
You can grab
Bone daggers.
pieces of it if you want, or whatever. But
I want to know.
so
What
thunder doesn't actually blow things apart. You know, I kind of did shatter as thunder did.
Shatter as thunder.
So I kind of made that a little bit different when Nyx took out those kobolds at that one dungeon. But technically, it's not a explosion type of thing like a force damage. So
now it is.
I could say that it's intact-ish.
should we take something to try to
I think
identify
we
it?
should take the skull.
Yeah, but
We
how,
take it.
we can take the skull afterwards, but let's leave the skull in the tunnel and continue by exploring.
No,
Yeah,
that's what we're taking it right now.
We can just
We're
put it
right
in the
there.
bag of
We're
holding.
right there.
Bag of holding.
No,
around.
he's saying you can, take
It's
it off.
How,
but
how big
he's-
is the skull?
It's pretty big.
Oh, can we not put it in the bag?
Bag of holding?
I guess it's
Oh,
smaller.
what?
I mean,
I amend my final kill. I just chop its head off. So its head.
There's no way we can fit it in the bag of holding.
Let's put it in an envelope and put it back in that.
Bag of holding is like
it's-
this.
Yeah, no. Bag of holding is bigger than that, but it's too big. It's not big enough
Oh,
to.
it's no way.
The
Very
opening
big.
of the bag of holding cannot accommodate this skull.
Oh, we set that skull out.
I have an idea. Let's leave it right here.
Oh, good
And then
idea.
as we come back.
That's such
over
a good idea. How was
You
that
can
smart?
stand Farryn up.
Guys, I thought about this when I was in the sleep. So
He dreamed about it.
Oh wait, I said we go down this way real quick to clear us off, because it's going to connect to us. I guarantee it. Look, there's a little
well, the
road
light's
here.
right here, so he
Yeah.
probably already has vision down this way.
That, huh?
I would say so.
He also
Yeah.
has dark vision.
That's wall right there.
This is wall, right?
Oh my. We're going back.
Yep, we're going back.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like this doesn't connect with this. They look separate a little bit, you know what I mean? If you look at that, they look separate.
So why are you looking under the
You got a
sheets?
flashlight?
separate?
All right. Which way do we want to go?
I say we go back.
Yeah, me too.
Go
Or
back
we
to
can
what?
just, we can just
Let's
do this and we'll
look.
come
Let's
when
take a
we're
look
back.
around
Yeah.
the whole thing real quick.
We'll come because that side. We can just come back and we finish it.
Snake
We
guard.
might just go all the way around and come out this way.
So go this way.
Let's take a look around the pond. Let's just walk around.
Okay.
I'm checking for traps, so whenever you want me to
I guess you're
roll,
guess
I
you're
will.
gonna
So get yourselves up to where the construction paper is, and go ahead and make a roll.
See if he died.
Am I just doing advantage here?
Yeah.
19.
Okay, you don't find anything. But as the light has gone that way, as you're making your way around there, you can peel that next.
This one right here.
Alright, what are we going to find? I'm guessing some more water.
All
Hey!
the way up.
I,
Good night.
I fell in the
Hold on.
water. Exhaustion point.
It's
I roll
acid.
for it. You ready?
You've said it.
13.
Here we go, boys.
Or is it filling up just the one, right?
Yeah, you can do the two.
Do both.
Well, just fold that one back toward him. Yeah.
Oh.
We got a ladder.
So as it goes around there,
That's
you
an
see
angle.
within this natural cavern. By the way, one thing that I didn't describe about this very large cavern
I'm still looking at the ceiling, by the way.
is that as you walked into it, fine, then you would have been the first one to notice this, is that whereas the corridors have been maybe 12 to 15 feet high, that chamber here was maybe 25 to 30 feet high. As you walked into this cavern, it opens up and it is about 60 feet high in this cavern. It's just at the edge of the light. And as you make your way around here, you see the light fill this massive, roughly 40-foot high structure, not natural structure, but crafted structure made of the same black material that you've come
Out
to
of the ground
recognize.
or down in?
A secret
Out of the ground?
passage.
It is built on the floor of this.
Is that
It
stairs
appears
going
to be,
up or down?
Those are stairs ascending
Oh.
up.
I'll go up
And you can
first.
see up at the top of them there's an open arch. So you cannot see in that thing
It's
right
the
there.
dais.
It's just you can
Don't walk
see
through it.
this
Can we do a
square
stealth check?
shape. But it moves up into an open archway at the top of the steps that enters
you-
into a building, into
So
a
we would
structure.
go into here, and this is the ceiling of that.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, can we?
Correct. So you're seeing this, it's tall, 40 feet tall or so. And so for right now, all you can see is that shape, but it's solid all around except for there's an open archway at the top
I say we
of the
kind of
steps.
go look around.
We
Let's
should-
let's walk
we should try
forward
to
and
be
kind of clear
stealthy.
the room
Yeah,
here.
look around.
Should we try to be
Okay,
stealthy?
yeah,
We want to find
Okay,
around it.
so if you're going to do that, then give me a single perception check to speed this up. Just this for simple, with advantage. You can roll.
Okay,
on the
yeah,
table. You can
I
roll
can
on the
roll.
table.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
believe it or
Roll
not,
one.
it can be.
Wow, yeah, I
I
can
do
see.
have
I
advantage,
can
can
see.
I?
Yeah,
I can see why we want to roll on the table.
I mean it could be group perception.
Oh my god!
How do
So
you
what was
know
the first one?
It
Just
could
listen
be
to two of this three.
9.
9. That's a beautiful roll.
I'm still watching the ceiling.
You don't see anything.
What?
You don't see anything as you're making your way around. You can back up the camera and peel probably those next 3.
These?
Yeah. Keeping in mind, yeah, so just peel that one, fold that
This?
one back for right now. Yeah, and now the next one.
Don't rip it.
Oh, you can keep that one on?
It's kind of hard to.
You said 3.
I think you can take that off. Just take that off. Just keep in mind, yeah, okay, so that's what you're going to see.
We don't know what's over here right now.
Yeah.
Looks
So,
like
okay, so let me just describe to you then for right now.
It's okay.
Right now,
It's a cakewalk.
this is one big, massive natural cavern. It extends back about 180 feet. It's huge.
As we walk, I'm just going to comment on the lack of hallways here and how surprised I am and how different it is to experiencing not hallways.
Nice. And within it is this structure of this same black substance, these black bricks or whatever, and it is this kind of square chamber that you see right there that the steps go up to, and then it narrows into. There's a narrow strip that
Yeah, it looks
goes
like a hallway.
back, kind of, from what you can tell from the outside, and then the thing widens out into a much larger. If you've ever seen, you know what a Klingon warbird looks like a little bit from watching Star
No.
Trek? If you picture one of those without the wings, that's kind of what this looks like. It has a neck leading up to this front part, but then a very wide back part that is probably 30 to 40 feet across in both measurements. With at the back, at the very far end of it, opposite the stairs, there's a little section that juts out from the roughly square.
Okay.
So do you want to go down the cave
Can we just,
first?
like,
Check
go all
the
the way
cave?
down?
Yeah.
Follow the cave wall.
Okay, so
Which
you
fold?
don't do anything right now. It goes further back down and around and comes back. No openings.
So it surrounds the black.
Yes, it's this massive structure within this huge cavern, and you can circle the whole thing and come back around and end up there on the other side of the lake. I just don't want you to open it yet because that's going to show the inside.
So can we see if this goes somewhere?
You sure can if you'd like to.
Of
Yeah,
course
I say we
would
go.
like
Yeah.
Let's go.
Does it
Okay.
go in the, is it-
So yeah, as you can see that it opens up. Let me just describe this at first. It opens up into a room, or it appears to go. It appears to go in 2 different directions, and there's a big rocky area in front of you, and then you don't know if this curves around into a same area or if it's 2 separate hallways being divided now.
Right here?
Yeah, right there.
So we
what do
should
we wanna
go
do first?
right.
No, we should go left so
Well, we
clear
could just
off
go
this
ahead and
area.
go in there, and then when we
Where
come
are
back, go back to there. We have to get the skull first.
Can we like do a little
If
bit
we
of
go,
like a
if we
slow
go
pull
left,
back?
if you go left, this might clear off this area though.
You can fold it back.
There's
a
another
little
cave
bit.
right underneath that's blocking me.
Well,
Why don't we clear off that area?
You have scissors?
I can't do it.
Yes.
do you want to go in? You said you want to go in and go to the right a little bit.
That's this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you do,
I'm checking my traps.
you don't find anything. As you do,
I'm still watching the ceiling.
you're making your way around, and you go just a little bit, and you can see that it's like there's a huge rock in here. It doesn't go all the way up to the ceiling, but it appears that what has happened is this splits around it, and it's kind of all one room with this big rocky area in it.
Do you have the golden hours?
So, and as you do, there are some stalagmites and stalactites in this room as well, of various sizes and shapes.
Are they bats?
You don't see any bats.
I'm not. I'm saying are they those?
I'm watching the
Dark.
ceiling, don't worry.
Those weird dark
What are they
guys.
I'm holding my action to yell attack if anything comes up.
Attack.
So making your way down, and go ahead and peel those off now.
That's a problem.
You're gonna be
I
up
think
down.
you can get all
No,
of it.
you should be able to get
Like what?
I put them down in sections. Yes, so you can take all of that.
This one too?
And that one.
Yeah, that whole section now should just peel back.
I believe I was right about.
Cool.
I
Tom
believe
should climb that.
Rock on.
I was right about what I
Here.
said. Those don't connect.
Just creatively put these around.
Those
Oh my gosh, you
Hey.
got the big ones.
Why do you make me be creative about it?
Not creative.
Put them all.
All around. into the other section as well. Here's a few more.
How many of these do you have?
Yeah, did you buy out?
Is it all of them
He has
all the
a
way
lot.
around?
I'll tell you that.
Or is it
just
like
yeah,
starting here or all the way up to here?
It's good the way you have it. Maybe just a couple more over on the other side of the room over there. Yeah, that'll work.
Again, I'm watching the ceiling very carefully.
Yeah, we need to go back over there.
I told you
Any
I
sign
probably
of
didn't
movement?
Go ahead, bring your characters down.
We're all
So
using.
you went down this way towards.
care. Yeah.
Okay, so making your way in there. So go ahead and now you can give me perception.
Me too.
On that. You can do a group perception check right now.
Roll on the table.
Yeah, Caleb.
That was a good roll.
Alright.
I only rolled
That was a
trace.
bad roll.
I
That
need
was
to
a
roll
great
and
roll.
see it. Are you kidding me?
What'd you roll?
He's
You better not roll a 1.
okay. Next, what'd you get?
Pass this garbage roll on to you.
That's a good roll.
22.
24, 22.
4.
Sweet.
19.
Also 4.
20.
Did you roll a 2?
Okay, so good rolls all around
Yep,
as,
good
an,
rolls,
as,
yep.
as an average. I mean,
Yes,
as an
ma'am.
average,
I would have
that's a
to
good
roll
group
for my
check.
dice.
You
Um,
would have had 20 of that.
the only so this is it looks like everything else that you've seen thus far. The floor here is a little bit damp, which isn't surprising because there's been moisture to form these stalactites and stalagmites here. But it's not like it was over here. It's not quite as damp. It's just enough that over time these have formed. One thing you do see in this room that is a little bit different from the other rooms is while the floor is a little bit moist from the water, it's damp. You also see some, there's like powder and little bits, pebble-sized bits of stone. Like there's been something that has happened in here to deposit that stone and powder on the floor.
Do I see anything on the ceiling that would look suspicious or different?
What was your perception again? It was good, wasn't it?
22.
Yeah. You don't see anything there that would explain this.
How high is this
They're all-
rock?
There's powder on the floor?
20. How the ceiling?
Yeah, no, how the
30,
rock's on the
25 to
isn't
30?
to the ceiling, right? The rock isn't in the middle.
Right.
No, it stops short of it. Maybe
Does the rock look like it came from the ceiling? Or is it like placed
the
there?
rock. No, it looks like just some natural. In whenever these were formed, it's just like a harder deposit of. Density of stone to earth is
Sediment.
different there. Yeah, that's more
Stone golem.
much more stony than earthy.
Does there look like there's any disturbed spot in the dirt or whatever?
You don't see anything.
What about the
And-
stalactites on the floor? Do any of these give off any sign of like a broken tip or like
Nope, you don't notice anything.
I guess just didn't go
not
around
on the ceiling
pressing
either?
every-
No, nothing that you could see in this vicinity. No, you don't.
So the oddity of the room you're saying was like the earth was like something else had like there's powder or some rock on it?
Like
It
little
looks
stones.
like stone that it. Just picture a stone that has been. Like you don't see that this happened, but you could imagine if stone had been chipped away at and it kind of powdered while that was happening, and bits of it had flaked off and fallen. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like if someone had been like mining or tunneling or picking away at stone with an axe or something, that it would leave. It would, this powder would
Does it
fly
look
off.
like
as
this
it's-
rock?
So we wanna
has
walk
been
around the
mined
rock?
anywhere?
And see if there's anything on
You
the
don't
rock.
see anything.
Can-
How
can the-
steep is the rock?
Yeah, that's what I was about to.
Pretty steep.
Can you?
You could climb it probably.
It could be scaled,
Does
maybe
it,
with
does
some
it go
help.
to the
But
ceiling?
Huh?
The rock?
No, we just
Stop-
said
stop short.
And
Which
I
way
was
does it
making
open?
sure.
The ceiling's 25 to 30 feet high. The rock's 15 to 20 feet high.
I'll try.
It looks
I can
like.
try
So
climb
does
that.
the rock reach the ceiling, or
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't hear that.
Does
I
someone
can
try
climb
climbing it?
I'll climb it. Oh, what's it? What is it? I have pretty good
Okay.
acro
Um,
+3 acrobats
Susie, toss a
and
rock.
+6
Oh, it's-
athletics.
iron domes or like
what's your passive perception?
that? 16.
Who's?
Mine. He was looking at me.
Mine's
13.
15.
Of 13.
Mine's 16.
Okay.
Yeah, but mine is 15.
Oh, boy, we're about to get attacked again.
Are you kidding me?
No,
You as you're looking at this rock, out of the corner of your eye, you detect movement behind that stalagmite right there.
Stupid stalagmite.
I knew there was something in here.
I say there's something over there. And I
And
point.
as you do,
If
in
it,
the movement, the light, in the light, you see that this movement, something comes around. It's like it went from one side of the stalagmite and came around, yes, like that, and it's rushing at you.
Bam.
And you see this creature coming out at you. Not a huge creature, low to the ground, lizard-like, and as it comes at you, there's a flash in its eyes. And I need you to make
Basilisk.
you're
Like a little tiny.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Where do you want me to put it? Right there?
It really does look like a lizard.
Is that on the video?
Oh,
Oh,
That's 19.
Yes.
19.
You're right.
It looks like it's gonna
Okay.
try to make you have fear.
Plus 1 intelligence.
You feel yourself. It's strange. It's like for a moment you feel like every muscle, every joint in your body
It's not the
is locking up, and then you shake it off and you get your movement and full motion back again. But that was going in a bad direction. But you shook it off and you resisted.
That's
And as it's doing that, it's moving at you, and I need you to yes, and it's going to attack.
You have to attack before
Can't we
you
roll
can
initiative?
Huh?
Are we gonna roll initiative?
It's to attack probably.
It was. That's true. We will roll initiative.
I see.
I was treating it as a surprise round, but I forgot your passive perception negated that. So you're good. Yep, you're right. Initiative.
All right, ready for this? It's not bad.
So actually, move it back at that. Yeah, move it back.
I'll move it like right here. Right, because it's still rushing forward, but
Well, technically.
No, it didn't make it there. I was.
Oh.
That's a 1.
That's good. That's good.
Did you see
It
it?
was 14, wasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, Nix, what do you got?
9.
Will I go first? It will be a miracle. I don't think I'll go
Taèlios?
first.
15.
Let Mike go first.
Morzza?
18.
Crap!
17.
I go first.
Zeldreth?
17. I probably go lower.
Yeah,
one.
I'll go first.
What
anyway.
dexterity do you have?
I'm just like
What did you roll?
super speedy.
I
I'm on
rolled
top of the game.
17.
My guys is
I have
What did you
17
roll?
dice.
18.
All right, I'm just going to
This
keep
is
this.
stupid. This game's great.
I hate going
Actually, no, I
first.
think
I can't attack it because it's not in my range. Everything, I can't go 30.
Do you have breast weapon?
Change the
Technically-
music.
Oh, actually, I can.
See what
It
happens
depends.
here.
If he goes before you,
Yeah,
it'll
you
rush
get
up
it.
to me, and then maybe.
Well, I can make it anyways. I
Nope.
think.
Wait, it might be rough terrain.
Okay, so first up is Morzza.
That was.
And Farryn Zeldreth will be next.
By the way, is it rough terrain?
So, no. Nope. It's not. The stalagmites and tights in this room are
Like 5,
are bigger than the ones you've seen, but they are also
Five.
spread out a little bit more.
I can make it.
5 right there.
I go 1. Yeah, I can make that. There's 5, 10, 15, 20.
25 out of 10.
It's not scary.
Okay.
Smack.
It looks like one of my pets.
I'm gonna.
Are you? How are you approaching?
I'm gonna
this?
try. I guess I saw the. Try to see the flash, but the.
No. It's nothing that
Oh.
you saw. It isn't really a flash of light. It's like that's what you perceive as.
Mesmerized.
Saying how
Or you
my-
know something has happened if you catch its eyes.
So I know that. I know that. At least I know
You
that.
didn't see that. He did.
So
So
I
don't look at it inside the eyes.
So I don't know that though.
You don't know that. The question is, so make a nature check to see if you know what this is. You can make a nature check to see if you know what it is, because as you call out, as you say something about this, the question is, do you know what to call this thing?
13.
13? I'll say you do.
So if
What'd
he-
you get?
I hadn't rolled yet. The 9.
Okay. What do you say when you see this then?
I say it tries to paralyze me.
Well, no,
Us.
I'm saying you know what this is, and you know it's a basilisk.
Okay. I say it's a basilisk.
Yeah. So,
It's a basket.
having heard of, I don't think anybody hasn't heard of basilisks, but not
Yeah.
everyone has seen one to know what they look like. So, or and I want to see
I actually,
pictures of it.
I would know about it too.
You definitely know what
Yeah.
it is.
Does my guy know about it?
I
Probably
feel
not.
like it's a backstory thing here.
So then when I'm running at it, then I want to have my shield
At the
up.
very least, you know that. That being the case, there will be you won't be able to attack without a penalty because of that. If you're averting your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So.
And I also want that. So I can get up there.
Okay. You. Here's the tricky situation. You're not looking at it from the very beginning when he says that, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not, yeah. Are you saying running up to it?
Yeah.
I wish I had those goggles. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, if
Yeah, so I'm
well,
just-
here's what I could do. Since I know it's over that way, I'll place myself between this stalagmite right here, and since I know it's over that way, run to right here, because I know I can stay behind the stalagmite since I was over here. And then
Well, I'm not saying that. So you have the ability, knowing that it's there, to avert your eyes. I'm not saying that you can't do that. And if he says that, then that's fine. So I'm going to allow that. The language of it is that if you start your, I don't know if I want to tell you that. The point is, it doesn't have to wait till its turn to make you, to maybe do this to you, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, you can avert your eyes if you're not surprised, and you're not right now. So you can avert your eyes, but you're gonna attack with disadvantage
Okay.
on that. So that's the thing. So
Well, if I attack, can I still say that after I attack, I'm still keeping my shield up,
yes,
kind of keeping kind
Just
of
attack
away
at
from it.
disadvantage.
Ooh, I can
Fine.
make it just an even
yeah.
roll.
So go ahead.
Okay, it's gonna be 19,
19 hits.
Wow, 19 from 2 rolls.
16, and 11. And then
I know.
I'm just gonna go ahead and use the mind swipe on this one too.
All right. Give me the damage.
Need 2 more d8s.
You take one of mine if you want.
12, and then 15, 21, 23.
Good.
What did mine roll? Did he murder it?
Two, I
Yours is 6.
Oh, you changed it to a 2. No, I saw it.
Mine
Okay,
was
so-
6 and someone else's was 6.
All right. So your sword cuts into it, does a good amount of damage. You're up,
You
or
didn't kill it?
no? It's still alive. So it's you two now.
Did it
Farryn
low
and
HP or
Zeldreth.
something?
Right. I'm gonna kind of just like right here, launch an arrow, just
Okay. What? How far are you
Morzza.
from it?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 ish.
Right. You do not have to attack with disadvantage.
Okay, good. I'll also shout out as I move. I'll say I've seen this creature before. If they look at you, they can turn you into stone.
If you turn me, I'm not looking.
So they don't have to look in your eyes, you can just look at you?
No, they don't look at your eyes.
You have to meet its gaze.
Yeah, you have to meet
you
its
know that for you, it was meeting its gaze that caused this.
How
possible
fast,
effect.
guys?
That's easy, you don't have to look at its eyes. You
I'm
can
not-
attack it without
I'm not
looking
even.
at its eyes.
I'm
Magic
gone. See you
arrow.
guys later.
Here. It's already damaged too. So. That's an 18, so that should hit. It's like a
It
plus
does
9.
hit. Does hit.
And the second 8-sided die.
Clutch the Tites.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty
Not
good.
pretty. Not bad. 14 plus my bow is 19 damage.
19.
That's good. Crush.
Things getting back.
Am I ever gonna even get an attack?
Wait, did this? Was that really? Because I did 8 plus 6 was 14 plus 5 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that seems like a lot without my.
It
100
is
mark.
already looking not good.
Let's go. I get attacked for once. We're gonna hit that
Yep.
twice.
That brings us to Zeldreth.
All right, I'm gonna go over here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use reckless attack. So now it's an even, just an even.
Gotcha.
Well, you shouldn't have rolled on the table to start.
Oh yeah, I gotta re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 12.
12 unfortunately misses.
So
He's got
you
disadvantage.
can't-
I missed.
You have to attack it with disadvantage just because you're not looking at its eyes.
Because you're not, you're looking away from it essentially. You're averting your eyes as you attack so that you don't meet its gaze.
But since he's using reckless, it
It's
makes it
Oh, I know.
advantage.
And it's not as
like just avoiding its eyes.
It's not as simple as that. You have to. It's averting your eyes, which means you don't have a bead on it while you're attacking it.
Right.
Okay.
Not
That
if
brings
you're
us.
45 feet away.
Bass this time.
My quarterstaff's
So-
pretty long.
Yeah. So who's
You
the
speak
two?
so.
The two of you are on it right now.
Yeah.
Two,
We'll just
two
get out there,
Dragonborn.
get
are
out the
on it.
water flask and just shoot.
My
it.
head's looking the opposite way. Look at him. He's looking out in outer space, so he should be good.
Okay. It
Give him a body back. Don't go.
takes a bite at you, Zeldreth.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? The lowest armor class. And it has
And-
advantage.
It has advantage because it took a reckless attack.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't have advantage.
What a
Why is it
miss,
such a
but
low
now
armor class?
This is my
it still
dexterity.
misses.
Can't
Let's
you wear
go.
good armor?
So
Time
you-
to
you
You
just
just
They're
deflected
fine.
away with your great axe as it swipes
they
at
get
you.
they just
Well, that
take
was
it
a
to
pretty
where you can
great
wear armor.
block.
You get a
Bonus.
Yeah.
That brings us
Very
to
Well, it's
Taèlios.
good, but his dexterity.
Taèlios.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got 45 movement. So if I attack it from behind, do I get advantage since I don't have to avert? Like I don't have to be careful of it.
You would cancel it out because you would have flanking advantage, so it'll be a straight roll.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go behind it.
You-
45.
In fact, you actually jump onto this one and then jump over
I'm like,
onto this one. Yeah,
like Yoda jumping around.
You ran out of my space. Time
Do
to
you jump attack
you.
from on top?
Make sure you roll in the. We already know how it rolls outside.
You get roll with advantage because Daniel's next to it.
No, it cancels it out.
I didn't use
You
rage.
rage.
She's rolling a disadvantage
Yeah.
Didn't
because
use
of
rage?
averting.
Yeah, I
No,
didn't use rage
no.
once.
He was talking
Yeah.
about rage, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't rage.
But it also
Yeah.
doesn't add like that.
Yeah,
So
they
it
don't
won't matter.
stack.
21.
It's
I think that's a hit.
Knock it out. Can you do extra damage since it's damaged already?
No, I can't. 10.
10 points of damage. Looking pretty rough.
I'm gonna hit it with my hand.
Okay.
I've done 0 damage.
Yeah.
That hits.
You're just pounding on its haunches right now.
6.
6. It is just barely hanging on.
Oh, come on.
I attack it again.
It's on its last leg.
Yep. Nix, you're up.
Oh.
You might not get last hit or not last hit. Last.
Can I move like away from it a little bit?
What is your distance? What is Nix's distance from it right now?
5, 10, 15, 25.
25.
25?
I think
Okay.
so.
5,
And-
10, 15, 20 is right to there.
25.
Well, 25.
And- okay,
is
you're-
space.
Count the space.
So, are you averting your gaze? Okay, knowing that, you can move back in a straight line from it, I think. Right now, or do you have a shot at it?
Yeah, right
She
to
would-
the
she would have
It
a
looks
shot.
to me like you
A
do.
little
Yeah,
bit,
she can
yeah.
go
So
back.
you could
right
move back a little further if you want and still shoot, because the light is still up there in the
Yeah.
middle of the
I'd say that would work.
Yeah, it's still in light. Because
Crossbow?
I have the
It's
light.
go this way.
No,
Give
it's
it an
it's
attack
go
roll.
that way.
Plus 18.
I wish.
No.
All right?
My
Yeah,
turn again?
yeah, I
10
got
does not
12.
hit it. That 10 was in total? Yeah, 10 doesn't hit. Okay, Thaèndrys.
Oh man, it would be a shame if I used a spell where I didn't have to roll to hit.
Oh,
Let me use magic missile.
Trying to get the final
Okay.
kill. How dare you?
Oh, this is easy kill. He probably doesn't even need to
So
roll.
that's 3,
Dead.
7,
Ooh, 7 on one.
11.
Okay, so three of these missiles just go out and spiral around each other and just boom, 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 right into it.
And what I do,
And it just-
as I fire the missiles, I like turn around and like go like this, and then like walk away.
Absolutely
Just
no
head back to the
damage,
middle
but
room.
it takes the,
Yeah, I have my fingers like on
That's 2
fire.
kill shots from him.
does no damage.
He's
We
stealing
just-
all the
we
kills.
just wreck,
Yeah.
we wreck it.
I'm gonna ask anyone if they can help me do any damage tonight or what.
I did more damage than you.
I've done 0 damage.
For sure, I've done more damage than Daniel.
That's not saying much. I
Couple
haven't hit him
combined.
once. That's not saying much. I could do.
I'm gonna
Okay,
ask. I'm gonna ask if
so
I can
it-
use his stick as a cane because
It falls over. It falls over onto its side, dead, tongue lolling out of its mouth.
And another
Stick-
one comes
stick-
bounding out of
Stick that
Here
in the
comes
bag
10
of
more.
holding. How big is the basilisk?
too big to put in a bag of holding.
Cut out the eyes so we can keep it.
I want to put this big rock into the bag of holding.
I would put the whole cavern structure.
I think that would be
in the bag.
smarter. Well, that way we can prove we
Take
did
it with you.
That way we can.
Can we
prove
cut off
did
the? How big is the head? Can we take the head?
The
with
head
us?
is as big as it is right there. It's in scale right now to
tiny.
you.
So would that work for
That would
putting
fit
it?
in the thing.
Can we
It,
take that
it is a
with us?
medium creature. It's about as big as you guys. are.
Medium. It's
So we can probably take the head, right?
Huh?
We can probably take the head.
Yeah.
Is there a
yeah.
bounty for those?
I say we take it. We give it to the king till we kill the bastards.
I mean, it's
Just throw it on the floor.
it's questionable whether or not that. If I'm going by that mini,
That's tiny head.
yeah, it's a really
Compared to our
you
figures,
could
that's
probably you could probably stuff but to fit in the bag.
Yeah.
But I'll say you could stuff
Yeah,
it in.
I'm cutting off its head and we're sticking it in the bag of holding.
Alright, you
All
put
the
it in
guts
Josh's
come
Or
bag.
actually, does it stay fresh in the bag of holding?
Yeah.
No, I think stuff can. I'm not
So
sure.
fresh
I can't
or
remember.
free?
I think it can still decay in there.
I feel like we would know this.
No, stuff that's alive will die in there. I don't. Think,
After a certain there's
there's
no
no
there's
air,
no
but-
you can't breathe in there.
So I say
Which
we put that
essentially
in
means
there.
it's not going to decompose either.
Oh, that's true.
You have good reason to believe that the decaying process would be if there is decay, it would be greatly slowed.
I say we take that with us.
Yeah, fine with that.
Bastards are rare creatures.
Does it still have the effect?
It's not
if
that
it's,
rare. I've seen one or two in my lifetime.
does it still have the effect
Really?
if you look at it?
I
Tell
would
me more.
Well, no, I would assume not.
Say
It does not
My,
have
ho-
that.
my old mentor
I
got
want to see a Medusa.
frozen by a basilisk. We had to go hunt him down.
No way.
Would they know?
Hunt him
Would
down
they
to
know
the
it's
We
if,
tried to both.
if you cut its head off or like it was dead or whatever? Would it if its eyes were open and it was looking at you? Would it affect you or no?
It needs to be alive.
Well, I just think of like Medusa and stuff
Yeah,
like
this is a
that.
Medusa.
Could be Medusa, like, for all you know.
Yeah, we take the head.
distance.
Doesn't it just have to be
And I'm going to grant that anything that is in your backstory from that incident, you know.
I mean, there's not much to tell besides what I just said.
No, there's more to tell.
Come on.
Oh, you
Get
didn't
'em.
know your own backstory?
Check for treasure. You probably treasure
You
something.
mean the, I just read it a little bit.
Oh my god.
Read it
I guess
more.
I'm not sure who you're talking about, to be honest.
You know, while
It's your
Caleb did
life,
that,
haven't
can
you
we,
lived it?
while
Let's-
Caleb
I
did
have.
Let's go
that,
back. Let's go
It's a
back.
long
Wait,
time
while
ago.
can we check around where it was? If we
Yeah,
had like
sure, you
holes
can-
I was gonna
or
ask,
holes
is the
where it
rock
was?
on the floor kind of indicative of its victims being like, over time, the stone is just kind of...
It seems like that might be the case, and given the fact that you've seen one and had an incident with that, and your mentor taught you some about them, you also, I'll just go ahead and say that you know that what basilisks do with their petrified victims is they eat them as stone. They can eat stone.
That's the
And
stuff
that's-
on the ground.
yeah.
That's why there's stuff on the ground because it ate it. Took all the treasure
there was
from all
no
its
evidence.
kills.
Does it take treasure?
No,
So,
it doesn't.
but in that area around there, someone just asked, looking around there, you do see more of that, and you actually see a few larger pieces here and there, like sections of an arm, a couple of fingers, all stone.
Ew.
Let's see how they taste.
Is there any like burrow or anything like that around?
But you also find in this area, and you see enough to know, like you see a part of an arm with a sleeve on it, but the sleeve is stone too. So it's like the whole everything
You're wearing turns to stone.
Yeah, but you do find you find a pouch that has been torn a little bit open, but apparently wasn't torn open or torn off so that it didn't turn to stone. And in that pouch you find 93 gold pieces.
Not bad.
I'll slow down a little
Rolling
bit
in it.
because
94.
treasurer isn't
Not
ready to
92.
write.
okay. I guess I do know one more thing.
Oh, do you now?
I've missed 3 times. I'm pretty sure it's a part of it.
While we're in here doing this, I would like to remind everyone that
94 gold, you said?
93.
93 gold,
Yes, 90.
29 silver, and you find a nice little but nice ruby that you estimate to be worth 100 gold.
It fell out of your thing. I want to remind everyone in here that we should probably let, using the pouch for sending the letter, that we found another structure. That'd be smart to let them know right now, even though we haven't gone up to look at it yet. Just send a message and let them know we found a
It's
structure.
probably like noon-ish right now. Or close.
Before me.
After those battles,
I mean, the battles weren't long themselves. It's more
No.
just
So
exploring
once
cave.
once you dried off, that was about 10 o'clock, and made your way over there. You were done with the creature in the water by let's say
10:30.
10:30, because you dug up the thing over here on that. So 10:30
Wander around the whole cave.
after, as I write the name of that thing that you don't know, and then looking around and searching all around that. We'll say another half hour. So now it's about 11 o'clock in Basilisk Village.
All right. So what the one thing I was gonna say is, the basilisk, basically the cure for basilisk is used from the basilisks themselves. So you use the basilisk oil to make the cure.
Where do
Do
you,
you
get
know how to
it?
get
Yeah,
it?
where do you get it?
Where do you get what?
The oil from?
It's from the basilisk.
Like just what?
Can we
from
get it right now though? Because it's valuable. Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know the.
I'm saying what part you get, like, if we can take it with
There's
us,
a
so we
refining process to it. You can take it, but it doesn't.
So that's,
Do you know what part of its body that it's extracted from?
Is this all of it?
That's not specifically in.
It's not in there, but it's something that would have been discussed. I'm going to grant that because of that incident. And I think I know the answer to that, but let me look it up real quick.
Maybe.
It like squeezes that.
Like a grape.
You can drink it. It'll be delicious.
Put a little sriracha on it, that'd be right.
Okay, so it's essentially it's its gullet, within its digestive tract is where the oils that you would need would be extracted from. So you know that if you can get a basilisk gullet intact, then that can be taken back and it can be used in a refining process to make a cure to the petrification.
I think we need
I tell
think we
Taèlios
carved
to
it
cut
out.
out its gullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I need? What skill do we use to do that? I have high medicine.
You need gullet.
I don't recall.
Oh, I have a +7 in that.
By the way, you didn't get what I was saying. You're gonna cut it out with its stick.
I have knives on me.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
He does get a dagger.
I have a +1 dagger. That means I automatically.
I have 5 daggers.
I've never seen you pull out a dagger.
What do you do? Just hold
Why
like
would
this?
I?
He's got a stick.
Like
Why
a
would he
brain.
pull out a
I
dagger?
will say, if you want to give that a go with what he knows, and that you can make medicine.
Maybe with some help from myself.
If you're assisting, then you can.
I also have
you can do medicine or nature with advantage, whichever one you want to do.
Medicine.
Go medicine,
Not
you
medicine with advantage.
Either one of them with
Let's go-
advantage.
let's
I have
med-
+6 medicine.
I know. I also have I am skilled in medicine too, so we'd be
Okay.
doing that.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. So you're both proficient in medicine?
I'm not proficient, but I have a good bonus in it.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
proficient.
So go ahead and roll medicine with advantage then.
I'm trying to help you this
Bad
time.
medicine.
Wow, that's worse.
No, was that a 9? The first
Yeah.
one was a 9? Okay, so 15.
15, that's good enough to get it out.
We got it.
You got the
Stick
goal.
in the bag full.
Let's
Do
go.
we have like any?
If you had both been proficient, I was going to let you roll with advantage and add his proficiency bonus as well on
Whoa.
top of it.
So,
So-
+2.
But you didn't need it. The 15 was good.
Do we
enough.
have any like empty glass jars? Is that something we have at all or not? Something we can store it in?
This is bigger than any glass jars you
Okay.
have. Like if you've emptied a healing potion and still have those
Okay.
bottles, this is bigger than
So
that.
just
I have
put it in the bag holding.
Smaller than the head,
Yeah.
but bigger than that. Well, maybe about the same size.
There's gonna be some substance in there, so we kind of have to tie up the ends. I imagine.
So
You can-
well, we
one of us-
successfully
one
did
of us
it.
have a
Yeah.
You
bag.
successfully extracted it. The question is, what does it go in now? If you
Well,
want
it definitely goes in the bag of holding because that's where it's
Well,
gonna be.
why
the
don't we
least-
stick it inside of I'm thinking one of us have a pouch or something we
Yeah,
can stick it in and then
sacks,
stick
a
it.
pouch. You can
then
put it. You can
stick
put
it-
it in another pouch and put it in a sack, and then
We
put
had
it
other
inside.
sacks we used to carry money that we don't need now. So
We have tons of pouches. We found like 20 pouches. Something
Yeah.
Right, just all over the place. There's a pouch hanging over every stone.
So we actually use 3 pouches. It goes in the one pouch, and then we kind of put a pouch over top of this one, and then we put another pouch. So it's triple pouched.
That's a pouch.
that's a lot of
triple
pouch.
pouch.
Pouchception.
Okay,
That's
so
our
now
name. That's our name in the game.
Kill him.
Pouch.
it is noon
Pouch.
It's like a long time.
after the extraction, after the surgery.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
Did
said
we
we
send? Did we send that letter?
There's
I
nothing
can
else.
work on that. I can get out one of the pieces of parchment. That I
Tell
bought.
them, tell them that
He has
we're,
parchment that he's going to use to write on.
we almost died twice. Tell them that. And give us a little
Don't worry
extra.
about us, guys. We'll do all your work for you.
Almost got frozen.
Okay,
to
so
death.
you're sending back a note that you found another.
Found
Structure.
another structure.
Okay.
Hopefully within the next.
What direction are
We'll say found another structure at the 4 o'clock hour direction.
And what river were we at? Tell them we're like on the river.
It doesn't matter. It'll come from the direction.
Yeah.
That we are in.
Oh, that's all he cares about.
Yeah.
And then we'll tell them. What's the last? I was just.
But
gonna
you
say
know
something.
that it's the Stonewater.
We'll have it done within a day or something like that.
Guys, I'll say we'll.
expect to?
I said we'll write
Expect
to you.
the Spanish Inquisition.
We'll write to you again as soon as we found the actual statue, but expect the ghost, whatever, to be released in the next 4 hours or so.
4
hours?
No,
What?
not 4 hours. It'd
Are you
be.
kidding me?
I'd like
Say
2
within
days,
the next
2 days.
day.
Well, the other thing is you don't know when they're going to see this either. So
I
you
know.
know that time-wise.
I'll say,
It'll take us more.
please
We'll probably
acknowledge
do
us
a
when,
long rest.
when you see it.
Are we good?
So I say we go back.
So smug.
Drop it in. Off it goes.
I say we go back.
Comes back. Signal not
What,
found.
you hear?
I'm
Yeah.
assuming we have
Error
to wrap up here.
404.
Can we check this real quick and then
Sure.
call it? For them?
Okay.
You run around.
I
Okay.
do.
So backtracking over to there.
They're just miles ahead of us.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna backtrack over to the.
Why don't we just do that when we leave?
Just saying for something we can do to finish up the night.
Well, why are you putting it on that? Don't.
I'm moving it.
We're in a bunch of water all of a sudden.
We just dig our way through that.
I got a pickaxe. Another right one.
Start playing the
You
Minecraft
might get
music.
an extra strength for doing all that digging. Extra 14.
Okay.
I have a shot.
So
There you go.
making your way in, go ahead and just peel that back.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I think both of those can go back right
How
now
should we
because
get
you
a
will have
five?
you've already seen this, so you will have moved a little bit in, and I'm just going to tell you what you see as you walk in, or show you what you see.
Oh my!
This
It's
is,
a cave.
That's what I call a campfire.
to be honest, this looks like something we're lost.
Just 1 second.
Oh no! More stalagmites.
Oh,
Shock
another.
everyone.
We
So-
find another back. We have to end it there.
There's a stone golem in this.
Again, just kind of
Really did buy all that
checkerboard it, not necessarily every other square, but just kind of fill the room. Larger, you're kind of seeing larger ones in this. There's some smaller ones too, but it's similar to the room where the basilisk was, where there's some bigger ones in this room than in the first one you were in.
This looks a little bit like there's a monster in here. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I filled that in pretty well.
Okay.
I'm checking for stuff.
Kind of
I'm on high alert.
Roll
after,
for checking stuff.
After
Again,
that.
I'm watching the ceiling.
Am I really checking or are you joking?
Yeah, you can check. Do a perception check.
Excellent.
Someone's
I'm helping
helping.
now.
Clearly.
That was terrible.
What is that, an 8?
Yeah.
14.
You don't notice anything as you so move yourselves in just into the room. I'm gonna or as far as you want to go in. I just
Yeah, that's right there. I like that.
Good idea. Yep, I'll hide back with you.
You guys are just walking all the way around the ring.
I guess gonna be cautious of making sure that if he sees any movement, he's gonna look away.
Well, we know there's
We're
wildlife
careful
in
for
here.
more
Basilisk.
basilisks.
at this point, light is filling the room, and shadows are being cast by the stalagmites and stalactites. But in general, you just kind of see this layout. You don't see anything around. You're maybe on alert for some of the powder stuff that you saw in that other room. You do not see that.
You checking the ceiling still?
You with that.
Yeah, I'm still watching this.
You haven't caught any motion or anything from that as you just kind of enter into this as the room widens out into this room. What would you like to do?
You said it's more wet in here.
A little bit. It's like that one. It's enough that these have built up over a lot of time.
You're telling me that
But
this
it's
room
not-
isn't wet, but this one is.
Dripping. I mean, there's dripping in these rooms. There isn't dripping in that room.
Should we go in and investigate
Yeah,
or?
we'll just kind
Kind of spread out.
walk around the room a little bit.
Okay, so just figure the next 10 to 20 to 30 seconds. Just position yourselves where you're looking around right now. Where do you go?
I'll go up.
Up?
Like, oh. That way.
Am I gonna be
Walking
looking?
up the ceiling.
Yeah.
I-
Over here?
My leg's looking down.
Where do you
there.
go? Here?
Yes.
How are you over there?
30 seconds. He said 30 seconds.
Well, you're going slowly.
Dead sprints.
Yeah, you're going
Rages.
slowly, right? Okay. All right. Okay.
Wait for them
So
in
looking
danger.
around, let's do a group perception check.
Finally.
Roll on the table.
Oh my gosh, we've got
Ooh.
insane rolls.
Well, not him.
Except for you.
Mine did good and it was on the table.
8.
13.
21.
17.
Also, what are you tying with me? 17.
20.
That's 200 times.
Okay,
Correct.
good average. Again, there's nothing that looks out of the ordinary. No movement. No signs of secrets or anything like that. But you are seeing, you see just here and there, like a little bone or something like that. But not a lot. Just here and there, you can see that there are some bones of something in here.
Are there any
But it's not
holes?
like the floor is
Are there any
covered.
holes in the wall? Or
Nope, you didn't see anything. It's just solid earth and rock.
I'm looking up. Is there anything of note on the ceiling?
You don't see anything.
Nothing up like above these little bones. There's nothing like any pile of bigger bones anywhere.
No, but I thought this. What was your perception?
20.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Because I'm wondering if there's something
21,
on the
are you
ceiling
kidding
above
me?
these piles of
Okay.
bones is what I'm
So
asking about.
what?
So I had 21.
Yes, I understand that. But all along, he has been saying specifically, I'm looking at the ceiling.
ceiling.
So,
Some little worm
I'm
guy.
probably touching the ceiling. I'm following him.
let's do this. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, we're about to get attacked by those things again.
What's that?
The drop
Oh.
down.
And I'll actually, before I even hear that number, I'm going to give you advantage on it because of how diligent you've been being to be watching the ceiling.
That's a critical
It's
23.
probably his little brain dude.
Okay, so
Picking brain.
hold on one second.
I got a 16 for the first one and then 23.
Great, he's gonna attack me. I'm the closest one to him. Yay, I love being attacked. Oh, attacking 4 times. It's gonna hit me.
Whose idea was it to come in this room?
Not me.
You have to explore everything.
Not me.
We gotta end the session somehow, like exciting, right?
We really came
All right.
fast on this.
That's not
So
really
here's
bad.
what happens. You see, as you're looking up and just looking over the light up there, you see in this room, which again about 30 feet up, you see one of the stalactites
I knew it.
up there
I knew it.
just kind of
Yeah.
move a little bit and detach. And you just are able to move out of the way as it just kind of
I
it
knew
falls
it.
down right
I
on the
knew we
floor.
were going to face these in here. I knew it.
Taèlios,
No, these are different guys.
Not Zeldreth.
Zeldreth,
No, I said not Zeldreth.
Morzza.
Are you kidding me?
They also drop. Now you are missed. You do not see this
Okay.
coming, but you see this thing that looks like stalactite, a small
It's an enemy.
stalactite,
It's an enemy.
falls at your feet.
I would have guessed that.
It's not the same things.
There's an actual enemy that tries to skewer you from the ceiling.
The lurker above.
No.
You,
No, it's
Zeldreth,
different, dude.
are hit.
Of course I am.
Let's
Those
see.
arm class. Why wouldn't I be?
That one misses you.
You I should
You
have been in that
got
corner.
Who else did it attack? It
Well,
missed
you
you.
and
and
then
missed
Roll
me.
a hit now.
And who else did it hit?
It
Taèlios.
did.
Taèlios.
I'm gonna guy real quickly.
Although it probably
Zeldreth,
just-
you take 3 points.
Ouch.
3 points.
No,
That's-
sorry.
Oh, sorry,
If
my
it's a
bad.
missile, I can
1
deflect
You
point.
it.
take 12
FYI.
points of damage.
What the freaking heck is that crap? 3 to 12?
It's a pointy object dropping from the ceiling.
It's not pointy.
Does this count as a missile attack?
I need a pencil.
It's a surprise attack. You don't see it coming. You take 8 points of damage.
Gosh, I'm down to
I need
36.
a pencil.
Gosh, I'm down to 36 HP.
I knew we were going to face these finally. I was right.
What are they
So,
called? Stalactites?
hold on 1 second. There's a little.
There's a picture in the monster manual, the older one. It's like the guy skewered by them in the monster manual for the 1E or 1.5E.
Are they very dangerous?
They can be.
Highly.
If you get bigger ones.
Once they're down on the ground, though,
They look kinda
what
small.
do they do?
Oh, cute.
Kind of wobble around.
They're dancing. They're dancing.
And
Need
So-
more initiative.
several things happen. There's the hit, there's the miss,
There's
there's the
scream.
miss, the near miss, there's the hit.
Ouch.
I dodged it like crazy.
And at the same time,
Let me get some basilisk.
What do we have?
10,
He's
15.
gonna go for me.
What is happening?
Sounds
At
like
the
fire-
same
It sounds
time,
like the fire temple. The champion's back temple.
At the same time, nothing happens.
Oh no, something happens.
Yeah, then we got goes for me.
We're about to like level up.
I'm about to die.
I'm about to drop a D4 on these cells.
19 hits or misses you.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
That's your armor class, isn't
I
it?
have 19 armor
Okay,
class.
so you're hit.
Ouch. It's probably like a big one. A big one.
19 hits or misses you.
Miss.
Miss.
20.
20.
It's like a
And
splash.
Zeldreth,
We've got some high stats.
knocked.
If you get 20, it misses.
Well, okay, so I got a 15. Does that hit?
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Bare
Okay,
minimum.
well, I'm just going to see for a... Got a crit.
No, it does not.
Holy cow! This room is gonna be.
Actually, okay, doesn't matter. And then, what's your armor class?
16.
What else is in this room? Can we not
Okay,
scout
so,
out?
That's why you don't go in front. 50 points.
you were
damage.
missed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are hit, you are hit, you are hit.
What?
This is stupid.
And it is... You are also, all three, grappled.
You stupid grappler. It's probably those picking guys.
So, this is going to be
I grapple.
grappled, please, for the three of them.
I think that matters.
Not me.
From
Nice.
what?
Didn't these grapple?
And you are pulled, those of you who are grappled are pulled. So picture, put your finger down in at that end of the room. Back towards him 1 square, right there on that corner. Nope, the corner, yeah, in there. 25 feet, the ones who are grappled, move them 25 feet toward
They're gonna
that
get
square.
attack of
25
opportunity.
feet.
Yep.
They're gonna get attack of opportunity. I'm all the way there.
This one?
Yeah, I'm all the way there.
Hold on, this is back.
Yeah, and so it's actually on the corner right there.
This is
Of
why I
that.
wanted to look down.
So how many of
Right
them?
here?
No, up this way, diagonally towards.
I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, well it doesn't matter. I can see where I mean. So it's close enough that 2 of you are right there. So 1, 2, 3.
Can Misty Step get me out of this?
Hold on.
Lucky. You got the lucky thing, so you
What's
can
going
do
on
that.
here?
But I haven't had to do
Zeldreth?
anything.
50 points of
It's
damage.
you.
Oh, but you can change their roll, right, with your lucky?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you can. That's what I was saying. Lucky. You can do that.
Because you
I-
could have
I
not
think
gotten
so.
hit by
I
that,
think so.
right? You could have said like, oh, it's a 19, I want you to re-roll that.
That's not good.
That's great.
Oh, it's
it
just an
misses
attack
me.
roll.
Zeldreth, you are as you're pulled up, this long tendril has a hold of you and wraps around you, all of you that are being, and as it wraps around you, you're yanked back toward that area, and you're also pulled up. You're pulled off your feet and up into the air towards the ceiling. And one of these stalagmites, stalactites, you see moving as you approach it, and you see this big red eye opens as you move towards it, and this huge mouth full of teeth opens, and you are bitten.
Freaking biter. I think if you fight,
I didn't know
medium
these
potion.
could have tentacles.
Are you gonna rage?
Is this
Hold
a
on.
different
It's
one?
already
though?
like too late to rage. Is this
Is
rage?
this a different one?
Too late to rage? We haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, I'm about to kill him in 1 hit. You use all my stuff and hopefully do like 30 damage and kill him.
This might be a good spot for a long rest. I'm
And you
surprised this
take
room.
26 points of piercing
Oh my
damage.
god.
I'm down to 10 HP.
26
Is this like
points
all
of piercing
instantaneous?
damage
Is this literally all instantaneous?
What the heck
Wait.
is that?
as this
Oh my gosh.
creature
Yeah, let's,
here.
let's get
see
a quick camera image here.
What in the heck?
I'm assuming you painted that?
I did.
Oh wow. Man, you just couldn't wait to leave this one on.
You're glad we took on this room before we ended, aren't you?
You see that puppy?
Oh my gosh.
We should. I'm gonna die.
25 feet for those arms?
Let's move the camera this way a little bit.
So I think we got a
It-
balance.
Yeah, orientate
Yeah.
us a little bit better.
It is, but if I
We're gonna end
grab
it here,
your
but
healing
so-
potion. If I just set that there.
Well, I'm gonna need a healing potion in a second.
But so this massive, what was looking just like a stalactite, has come to life and has grappled 3 of you and pulled it up at it as you're coming in. And I think that's probably
Oh my
where we're going to have to
God.
leave it for the night.
This is. We should never gone in
Can
here. We
Misty,
should wait.
my question, can Misty Step get you out of grapple?
We will revisit that
I think
question
you can.
next time.
I think you can.
Well, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
Because you basically vanish from where you're at. So I think you can just go away.
All right. I will tell you that a relevant question to that, for me, is what are the components? Do you have to be
It's a
able to make a
reaction.
somatic movements with your arms, and that's the question? How verbal? Then there's nothing stopping you from using verbal components right now in this grapple. You're kind of wrapped up by this tendril.
Going
That
on
wouldn't
Tuesday, right?
necessarily mean that your arms are pinned, but those are the kinds of things I
Oh,
would
yeah.
think about. So, okay, we will leave it right there.
I just say not today, monster, and teleport away.
I say I'm
We
gonna
shall
dead
see.
in the next
We'll have to
episode.
start next time with initiative. But this is where we'll leave it for right now. Thank you, everyone, or no one at all, for watching. We hope that you are enjoying. I know that the party's enjoying
Looks
getting
like
their butts kicked by
I have
staff
to
and
do some
Hayes.
research before I come back here next time.
Yeah. What do I know about these creatures? Yes, definitely do lots of metagaming between now and next time.
I'm from the Underdark. I probably know what this is.
Very good chance you do. We'll revisit that next time as well.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
okay. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you next time, whenever that is. Until then, have a great day, week, etc. Bye.